wait is finally over, and what better day to start a new season of Kentucky high school football than right here on this beautiful Friday at Greenwood High School. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp, alongside Matthew Clark, our phenomenal producer who's got us live here this afternoon. We'll have our man Seth up on top of the press box, who's going to be bringing us all the awesome shots, and our man Ian hopefully down on the field giving us some sideline shots as well. And Hamp, can you believe we've went through all summer long, we've advanced through the year, and now we're finally back for some high school football.
Man, I'm so ready, and like you said, it's a beautiful day, or a beautiful night, rather. I could just smell football in the air. I was so excited when I woke up this morning. It's time to go, baby.
Here we are, and as we got things started this season, we're going to lead things off here in the Cole Lumber Bowl between the Station Camp Bison out of Gallatin, Tennessee, and the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots. They took a short road trip up here to Bowling Green here for the Cole Lumber Bowl. Second year in a row that the Cole Lumber Bowl has been here at Greenwood High School, and they will take on the Station Camp Bison in just a little bit. But we're going to kick it off to someone we got to had a chance to talk to earlier this week, and that was head coach of the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots, Brad Hood. Here's our exclusive interview from the Seven Mountain Sports Network. Back to the Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the Seven Mountain Sports Network. I'm now joined by Allen County-Scottsville Patriots head coach Brad Hood. Coach, thanks for joining us here.
Hey, appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it and enjoy it.
Now, there's a lot that we could talk about going into this season, but I think the bigger thing for you is the milestone year that this is for you. 20 years, if I'm not mistaken, with the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots. Does it feel like it's been that long?
Yeah. No, to be honest, no, it doesn't. I've enjoyed my time. I've been able to coach a ton of great kids, and I've worked for a school system that I love dearly to this point. And just it doesn't happen a lot these days, but I'm at home. I'm where my family's being raised. I'm where my wife's from. I'm where I was born. And so, 20 years, you look back and you think about all the different things, but to be honest, it has flown by. I can't believe I'm this old, but I'm still doing what I love. I'm doing it in a place that I love, so it's probably made it go by a lot faster.
Now, you do have two sons.
I do.
Play football, correct? I thought I saw where you guys just went and played scrimmage at McLean County.
Yes.
You got to see your boys do that.
Yes.
What did that mean for you?
Man, it was very emotional. It was a big deal, but, McLean County is where I grew up. I'm still very close to it. I deep down in my heart, that will always be my childhood home. I got to see a lot of friends, and having my two boys dressed on the field that night, the field named after my dad, it was pretty neat. It was pretty special, and that was kind of our first big. Our other scrimmage was here. My Cruz was up top on the freshman field. Cannon was down with me, so we never really was together much of that game at all. So it was kind of our first. Here we go, high school Patriot football, all three hoods. We had Stephanie running around behind, watching, and it was just a lot of neat memories. Got a few good pictures afterwards, and and the head coach of McLean County played for me in college. Sorry, fellas. It was a neat experience. Just being on my middle school coach, my high school coach, my dad's field. It's a pretty emotional night. It's fun, though. It's a lot of fun.
Now, do the boys, the Cannon do they kind of understand the weight of that moment? How was that for them?
It was neat for them. Cannon was baby when my dad passed away. Cruz was a month from being here, and but through the stories, through the talks growing up, they know. And then when my dad got put in the Hall of Fame, they were with me at that ceremony. Luckily, when the field was named after my dad, we were playing them. So they were there with me on the sideline, so it's kind of been neat. And they know what McLean County means to me. They hear me kid a lot. One day, retirement-wise, I hope I have a place on the Green River that I hang out from time to time, especially during the summer, weekends, things like that. So they know what that town means to me, and I think it was a lot of fun for them. And then knowing that I got to play ball on that field, knowing that hearing the stories of me and Dad in the middle of the night going to water that field, getting the field ready, because even though I was his player and his student, I was also his son, so I was his number one helper when we were, watering at 2:30 in the mornings and doing the things back in those days that required a lot of different approach than they do today. I walk in my office, I hit a button and my field gets watered. Me and Dad was tugging hoses up and down the sideline and doing it by hand in those days. So they know, but it was fun and it was special to them, and they knew it was special to me, so I think that even made it even more.
Now, you've obviously coaching over these last 19 years. You've taught a lot of kids. You've impacted a lot of kids that have come through your program. But what have you yourself learned, maybe whether it's about yourself or something that your kids have taught you over the last 19, 20 years?
Patience. I'm still not very good at it, but I'm a lot more patient than I probably was when I first took this job. And two, I tell you, we talk a lot about, I've been in it a long time, 23 years total, 20 years here. Kids haven't changed as much as people want to act like they have. If you still shoot them straight, if you still express expectations, they will still work very, very hard to reach those expectations. We talk about the generation's gotten lazy. They've not gotten lazy, but they've grown up different than I did. And I think if you just are honest with them, they're still going to give you everything they got. And that's probably the reason I've been fortunate to be here 20 years. Not every year has been dream seasons, but man, I've had a good bunch of young men that I've got to watch grow up and come through my program over that time. And at the end of the day, I feel like that those young men still give me everything they got on Friday nights. And why would I want anything else? I don't have 250 wins. I don't have, but I've got to hang up a lot of district champ banners here. That was not a big thing before I got here. I got to go to the state championship game with this bunch from Allen County, and that was a great memory. And we're fighting to try to do that again one of these days. So I've got to see a lot of young men impact me, and hopefully in return I've got to impact them in some way as well.
Now, you've talked a little bit, obviously, about past seasons, dream seasons. Last year was a pretty good one, 9-3. What's your expectations kind of looking at this year?
I quit putting numbers on expectations a long time ago. That I learned that was going to be my quickest way out of a job if I was always trying to base everything on wins and losses. And so our expectations, we go in, my kids know this very well. They don't hear me talk about, well, we got to win this game, we got to win that game. They hear me talk about things like when we get to the field on Friday night, we need to be as prepared as we can be. We need to be ready for the opportunity. We need to take advantage of it the best we can. I asked my guys to take the season as a process. I want us to be playing best toward November. Now, I hope we start off on fire. Last year we started off on fire and it was great. And I think that got us over a couple games that might have been 50-50 games going in. I do not feel like the last game last year at Bardstown was our best moment, but I felt like that was also a very good football team, and so we go into it as, when we approach it, being prepared, being ready, and enjoying the moment. And that's what 20 years of experience has taught me a lot more. I didn't enjoy as many moments as I wish I would have early in my career. But I enjoy being around the kids. I enjoy late night practices. Seniors are going to come over to my house in a couple weeks for a grill out. I enjoy those things, and I try to enjoy them a lot more now as I'm older, because I know that there's a lot more in my rear view than there is in my future. I hope to be coaching this game for 20 more years, but reality says that's probably not going to be the case. And so I want to enjoy each group of seniors that I get to see graduate from my program. I want to enjoy each new group of freshmen coming in. This year, I've got, my youngest son was a freshman, my oldest son's a sophomore. I'm going to enjoy the crap out of these next 4 years, because this is going to be that time that I get with those boys on this football field. Times that I look back to playing for my dad, those were the best times of my life.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Beat the heat with the big summer sale at Don Franklin Kia. For a limited time, get up to $5,500 off MSRP on select 2025 Sportage models, or get up to $10,000 off MSRP on select 2025 Sorrento models. Plus, Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for certified pre-owned makes and models. With dealerships all across the Bluegrass, our trusted family is here to serve all of your auto needs, Kentucky. Hurry into Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible the value of your home with 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months. All the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
Man, it's been hot. Wouldn't it be nice if a pool could just instantly appear in your backyard? During the entire month of August, Aqualand can install your pool as soon as tomorrow.
That's right. Splash in a flash. Pool speed ahead only at Aqualand. Imagine a summer where your backyard becomes your favorite destination. With 40 years of pool perfection under our belt, you can trust Aqualand to bring your vision to life. Visit aqualandfund.com or stop by Aqualand on Campbell Lane and get inspired.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home with 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months. All the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Beat the heat with the big summer sale at Don Franklin Kia. For a limited time, get up to $5,500 off MSRP on select 2025 Sportage models, or get up to $10,000 off MSRP on select 2025 Sorrento models. Plus, Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for certified pre-owned makes and models. With dealerships all across the Bluegrass, our trusted family is here to serve all of your auto needs, Kentucky. Hurry into Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
It's about that time for the Cole Lumber Bowl here at Greenwood High School. Football is back here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and it's the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots and the Station Camp Bison that are going to lead us off to start this season here at the Cole Lumber Bowl. We'll also have coverage following this game. Just after was Westmoreland comes up from Tennessee as well, and they will face the hosting home Greenwood Gators. Ryan Murphy here on the call with you. Matthew Clark, our phenomenal producer, director, making sure you guys get in all the action this afternoon. He's done a phenomenal job hustling to get us through this very busy week to make sure that we could bring you all this live coverage here this afternoon, but we've made it. The time is here. Football is back, and we've got Hamp here with us on color. Hamp, I think you and I are probably as giddy as children on Christmas Day.
Man, I feel like Ralphie when he found his Red Ryder BB gun, man. It's football season.
That's what I'm talking about. Now we look at both of these teams. Allen County-Scottsville comes into this one, and last year, Hamp, it was a strong year for them. 9-3. And this is really what started it all. Right here at Greenwood High School in the Cole Lumber Bowl, they had a 48-21 win over Marion County, Tennessee, and they're going to look to try to do the same thing here this afternoon against Station Camp.
Man, I think they could possibly do it, man. They had a few pieces they had to replace, but I think they reload, man. Coach Hood, great guy, man. So I know he rebuilds, he puts it, or not really rebuilds, he loads them back up, man, and gets them going, man. He's done a really great job.
Now, we've talked to you about ACS and how they're going to try to do what they did last year to get their ball rolling on this new season. A lot of new players and a lot of new positions for the Patriots this year, but they're going to have to go through the Station Camp Bison to do so, and third-year head coach in Chris Bain. And as we take a look at some of these team comparisons for both of these teams, Bison last year 6-6, but they're from a very tough region down in Tennessee, and with a third-year head coach like Chris Bain who's continued to provide, and also they have a veteran quarterback, a third-year starter in Colton Overbay. That's going to give you some experience. Also, as a junior, he's going to have a little bit of a confidence, a little bit of a edge on his shoulder that he's going to try to knock off as a junior. He's still got a lot to prove, even after a 2,000-yard season last year.
Oh, yeah. And this defense he's got coming up, man, it's when I went and looked him up, there's only one guy coming in from last year, and he's had 61 tackles last year. It's a new defense, basically. So the offense is going to be okay. The defense is brand new. So, hey, there's a lot that can be done there.
Coin toss currently underway between these two teams. Allen County-Scottsville is considered the away team for this bout. Station Camp will be considered the home team. There's been a lot of new upgrades, if you couldn't tell from the shots here at Greenwood High School as we start things off over here. Just on the far side of where we're sitting is the new athletic facility that Greenwood built over the off-season. That's now a new place for the football team to come out and play. And Allen County-Scottsville currently making their way onto the field. And we are actually, you and I both got lost on our way over here. As we were looking around, we were saying, hey, we're supposed to be on the home press box, are we not? And turns out where we are now used to be the home press box. Now it's the visitors. Allen County-Scottsville making their way out from the visitor side. And, man, the upgrades you've seen to this facility and really all Warren County Public Schools facilities has been a lot over the last year or so.
Oh, my God. It's absolutely amazing. This is the first time I've been out to Greenwood in a couple of years. And this stadium looks amazing, man. And as you said, I got into autopilot as I came in. I've been coming here for over 30 years, y'all. So, and Way has been on the same side every time. So I got a little confused, and they told me, man, no, we flipped it this year. But it looks really nice, man. If you get a chance to come out and take a look at it, man, come out and look at it in person.
Coin toss is complete. Both teams heading back to their respective sidelines as we go ahead and take a look at your starting lineups this afternoon. First up, for the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots, as we look down their offense, first off, we're going to look at that offensive line. At left tackle, number 78, the senior Carson Holland. Left guard, 77, Vaughn Gilpin. At center, number 51, Jackson Carver. At right guard, number 61, Berkeley Feltley. At right tackle, number 72, Jacob Farrer. At wide receiver, number 28, Grayson Walker. Keegan Toe, Ryan Hensley as well in that wide receiver slot. Tyler Turner as well at wide receiver. And a swift running back, number 20, Braden Holland. And at quarterback for his first ever season as the starter, number 12, Josh Williams, the junior. We're going to see what he's made of tonight after only having a single snap to his name last season. Now for the Allen County-Scottsville defense, as we look down the list, it's going to be number 22, Braxton Nichols, number 78, Carson Holland, number 44, Max Drummond, number 66, Kingston Tabor, number 31, Ace Moore, number 8, Eddie Chavez, number 2, Deontay Granger, number 24, Lakin Clark, number 27, Caleb Jesse, number 17, Eli McCoy, and number 35, Cameron Ballard, to start things off here this afternoon for the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots. And as we take a look at the Station Camp Bison and their starting lineups as well, for their offense at left tackle is number 55, Daniel Anderson, continuing out that offensive line. Number 54, Tanner Begley. Number 51, Brady Dolan at center. Number 52, Alex Inez on the right side. Alongside him, number 73, Tyler Ogan. At tight end, number 7, Tony Peacock. Number 14 in the slot, Kelton Fitz. Number 2, Caden Moore. And number 11, Eric Ginther are at your wideouts. In the fullback position, number 8, Matthew Dickens. And at quarterback, third-year starter for the Station Camp is number 6, Colton Overbay. And now we're finally about to get things underway here at Greenwood High School. Hamp, I feel like we've been building up to this moment slowly and slowly. A part of me can't believe that we're actually finally back in football season.
Man, I'm stunned. I'm just amazed and floored at the stadium, and just that we're here, that it's finally here. It's high school football. It's college football on tomorrow, week 0, man. It's just I'm excited, man. I'm floored at the moment.
We're all excited. It's going to be a packed weekend for a football, but we're glad you've joined us here on the Seven Mountain Sports Network as we get things underway. It looks like Station Camp has chosen to defer to the second half, so Allen County will start this first quarter with the football and have an opportunity to score with their new quarterback, and that is Josh Williams, who, like we said, Hamp, last season only had a single pass attempt over the entire year. He didn't get to see a whole lot of action.
Man, I tell you what, it's okay. It's happened to a lot of people, and they always pick up, and they got something to prove, so they prove it. We're looking for them to prove it tonight.
And we're finally underway as that one is kicked off. And here we go. On the return is for Allen County-Scottsville as they head back up the middle. He's going to get stopped by around the 20-yard line before that momentum is stopped. And the Patriots will pick it up from there. You're going to see Deontay Granger. That was him on the return, made it back to the 20. But we haven't really had a chance yet, Hamp, to talk about a couple of players to watch, but Deontay Granger for the Patriots is definitely going to be one of those. He plays on all sides of the ball pretty much, and when we talked to Brad Hood earlier this week, he mentioned how, yes, he can play in all facets, and we're glad that he can do that, but we're going to try to limit his snaps a little bit on offense to hopefully keep his energy going throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah.
First snap of the season for Allen County-Scottsville on offense and for Josh Williams. As here's the snap. They're going to make it a run play right up the middle. And no gain on that play. It'll be a loss of 2 for ACS. That would be Braden Holland on the run. Loss of 2 there brings up second down.
Tell you what, they're going to get it started. They run the ball pretty well, the Patriots do. So they're going to run it down on you. They're going to slow this defense up, keep them honest.
Patriots were a very run-heavy offense last season. You didn't see a whole lot of passing out of their senior quarterback, but he could get it done when he could. Off a screen pass, here is the play. Gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but the Bison defense is on top of it and brings him down.
Yeah, number 2, Caden Moore for the Bison, man. He's a pretty good player. Brought him down on that one.
ACS taking their time here on this snap now as they head back out for third down. It'll be 3rd and 9. Here's the snap. Williams drops back. He's looking over the top. He's going to take it himself. Drives to his right side, but the Bison defense slams that door shut, knocks him down.
Man, tell you what, that's okay. He's got to get those jitters out of one snap. You know what I'm saying? One snap. So he's going to get it out. It's going to take us some time. We're just getting started.
That brings up 4th and 8, I believe, for ACS. So only a gain of 1 on the play, and they'll punt this one away. With the Bisons already with a 4 and out here against ACS to start this one. That way, I think we had to suspect, Hamp, that maybe they would struggle slightly here. It's a good recovery there by the special teams. They get the punt off. Gets just past the 50. It's going to continue to roll past the 40. And all things considered, that one makes it all the way to the 31. That was kind of a clutch punt under the circumstances.
I tell you what, they was on him right then, and they almost got it. But that was a good kick. Good rollover right there, man. It rolled over by, 15 yards?
I was going to say, it just kept on going and going and going. And that was Eddie Chavez who caught that low snap and managed to get it away. But now we'll finally see the Station Camp Bison for the first time out on this field. 6-6 last year in 4A play down in Tennessee. So our stats are a little skewed as far as they go, but one thing's for sure is that Chris Bain has continued to bring a strong effort and a strong team every single season down there in the Volunteer State. First snap of the game here for Station Camp. That's number 6, Colton Overbay at quarterback. Junior quarterback, as we mentioned, he is a third-year starter. He saw 7 appearances in his freshman season, but they're going to run it up the middle this time around.
Good stop.
With Matthew Dickens. Matthew Dickens, a gain of 4 on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Number 17, Eli McCoy, man. Hey, he's on it.
Second and 6 on the way for the Bison. They're wearing their away whites this afternoon, their dark gray helmet jerseys. ACS wearing their red a ways with their red helmets as well. Here's the play. It's going to be Dickens again. He finds a hole up the middle, gets past the first down marker and then some, and breaks the 45 before he's brought down.
I tell you, they got a man. Had a fella miss him right there in the backfield, man. They got to make sure they wrap up, meet the tackle, meet the runner right on, man.
So you've already seen back-to-back plays here from the Bison. They managed the first down for either opponent in this game, and you see a lot of movement from their receivers. And maybe going for a pass play. Overbay drops back. He's looking around for an option. Going to take off to his left side. Fakes his way back to the middle, but heads towards the sideline. Just barely doesn't make it to the first down marker, but a good run there for Colton Overbay. He gets out of bounds just shy of that first down marker. That'll make it 2nd and 1. So we've already seen that Overbay last season, he's not afraid to run the football. He was some stat line you don't always see. He had 10-plus touchdowns, both passing and rushing last season. As we got a flag down in the back late after the snap as Overbay throws that one away.
Yeah, I think 051, there might be a hold call.
But on the official call here, it will be holding on the Bison.
Yeah, 51 grabbed my man up and drug him to the ground. I'm telling you, and this is football, not WWE.
That penalty will send the Bison back in what would have otherwise been a great position that Colton Overbay was able to put them in, but that 10-yard penalty will now bring them back for a replay of 2nd down. It'll be 2nd and 11.
I hope the Patriots should take advantage of this one right here.
Patriots defense lined up, ready to pounce. Overbay looks off to his left side, lets it fly. He's got a receiver out deep in coverage, but no, incomplete. That one's swatted away.
Hey, I tell you what, man, he turned around just in the nick of time, man. He turned that head and was able to knock it down. Close one there.
Also something you don't normally see for Colton Overbay, he is a lefty at quarterback. That's something that's probably going to throw off a defense as well as having a lefty at quarterback. You got to see Overbay let his cannon loose just a little bit there, but came up just short, brings up 3rd and long. Here's a snap, 3rd and long for Overbay. Looks down his left side again, lets it fly. He's got a receiver there just past the first down marker, shakes him, but no, he's going to be called out of bounds just past that first down marker, so that'll shift the chains enough for the Bison, courtesy of Eric Ginther.
Good stop right there. Good stop.
Good stop there for the Bison.
That was Ace Moore on the tackle right there for the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots.
ACS not backing down. And that's the tough thing for this ACS team is replacing maybe a couple of those guys they lost to seniors graduating last season on the defense, but they did have 5 players last year with a minimum of 3 sacks. So that's a big number there for ACS as you see that pressure already coming underway as they get a hold of Overbay, and that pass gets out and is nearly intercepted. But there is that pressure on the quarterback that ACS has been so good at over the last couple of seasons.
Man, Ace Moore right in his face. He couldn't see nothing but numbers.
That one incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 11. Or 3rd and about 12, it looks like here for the Bison. Big 3rd down conversion opportunity on the way. They are into ACS territory. Here's the play. Overbay drops back immediately. He's under pressure, and he's going to get brought down. What a sack.
Man, Eddie Chavez.
Eddie Chavez is getting it done all over the place. Woo! Broke through that offensive line straight off the snap as we take a look at it here on the Toyota Bowling Green replay. You see him fire off the line. He has nobody on him and immediately takes down Overbay. No contest there. And that'll break up 4th and way long as the Bison will snap this one away. Here's the punt. That one's out at about the 40, but it'll roll to inside the 30, back to the 25 before it rolls out of bounds. And that is where the Patriots will pick it up. So we are still scoreless, 0-0 with about 7 minutes left here in this first quarter. That first quarter brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. Pools, spas, and 40 years of trust, building backyard dreams for over 40 years. ACS now going to get a second chance. They had a 4-and-out starting this game, so they're going to hope for maybe a little bit better here. You did see a lot of chances at running the football, so maybe they'll try to air it out some. They have a young quarterback in Josh Williams, the junior. Again, like we mentioned, last season only saw 2 appearances all year, and only one of those was in a pass play. Had 2 run attempts, no yards gained on either. So this is a blank slate season for Williams. Here's the play. They're going to run it up the middle once again with Braden Holland, who gets stopped after a gain of 2. Seen a lot of action out of Holland here early, and that was a player that in the preseason Hood said you're going to have to watch out for because of just how swift he is on his feet. He's quick, he's light, and he's a guy who can read a defense and find those extra yards when you need him to.
Oh, yeah. He got 348 last year behind Ross and last year's quarterback, Adams.
Here's the snap once again. Fakes the handoff. Here's Williams, but that was sniffed out by the Bison defense, and a huge loss on the sack for the Bison. What a play. Read the play action there from ACS, and unfortunately Josh Williams is brought down as we take a look at the Toyota Bowling Green replay. This will bring up 3rd down and long now. As you see that play there, I mean, for Josh Williams just stood no chance in that situation. But a great look there from our Toyota Bowling Green replay. 3rd and way long. ACS struggling to get their offense going here after that sack. As it looks like Coach Hood is going to call his first timeout of the contest and bring his team to the sideline to hopefully try and convert here on this 3rd down. I think that's a good call here early. You want to try to get your guys in the right mindset going through the rest of this game.
Definitely got to get that offensive line to settle down and start protecting, man. And I know they can do it. And I think there's a lot of new people on the offensive line side, but he's just got to get them to calm down. It's these jitters, man. It's the first game of the season.
I know the jitters. I feel like everybody's got the jitters, the nerves.
Oh, yeah.
Coming into this one. And for ACS and head coach Brad Hood, there may be a little bit of expectations as well on the line after having such a strong season last year.
Oh, yeah.
Fell just short in the second round of the 4A state playoffs to Bardstown. Coach Hood said, there's a lot of moments in that game they wish they could get back.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the place to start it. They started off on a hot streak last season right here at Greenwood High School with a win in the Cole Lumber Bowl against Marion County, and now they'll look to do it again. This brings up 3rd and long for ACS. Here's the snap. Williams has to ring it in, hands it off to Holland. Holland breaks a tackle, breaks another, breaks a 3rd, hits him with a hit stick, but can't quite make it back to the line of scrimmage before he's brought down.
This is what we need more of. Now, they start building on this right here and keep doing it, man, it's going to make an impact. Definitely going to make an impact.
Fortunately, that'll bring up 4th down for ACS, so they'll be forced to punt it away. But you're continuing to see what we've known and heard from Coach Hood about Braden Holland and just how quick he is on his feet and how versatile he is, but he can't be the one to do all the heavy lifting in a situation like that.
Exactly.
Almost some contact there on the punt return as that one goes out of bounds and bounces off some of the tents for station camp behind their sideline. But no interference called. They're going to let that one stick.
I don't know. Maybe it's my position, but it looks like there was contact made to me.
A little bit.
It looked like there was contact made to the leg that was out.
There was some contact. Leg was out. There was some contact. They're going to call it clean. And unfortunately for ACS, this is going to put Station Camp in a great position deep in their territory. They're going to start this drive at ACS's 30. Overbay back out at quarterback. Junior on the snap. Here's the play. It's going to be a run off to the left side. Plenty of breathing room there for the Bisons as they take off. He's got a head full of steam before it takes 3 Allen County Patriots to bring him down, and some flags thrown late on the play.
Tell you, it was a lot of flags out there on that one, man. I wonder if that was what we got.
Colin Gillespie on the play there. He combined last season with Matthew Dickens. for 13 touchdowns, one of the key runners last season. And that one is going to be on the Patriots and their defense. It'll be a face mask during that tackle you saw, and that will put them inside the 10, well inside the red zone, and now Station Camp will make it 1st and goal with a chance to score. 5 minutes left here in this first quarter. We're all tied up at 0-0. Some rotations here as well for Station Camp. They'll bring out a receiver onto his right side, 2 to his left, and the fullback, Gillespie, to his right. It's going to be a handoff again. He's going to try to find that same breathing room and force his way into the end zone. I think he's going to come up just shy. Gillespie made that last play before the face mask to put him in this position, and I think they're going to have this one at about the 2-yard line.
Man, look, hurrying up on him, trying to shove it in there.
And they're going to push him in. And that'll be the first touchdown of the game for Station Camp. They waste no time off the snap. And the Bison have scored for the first time today, 6-0. Station Camp with 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter.
Man, I tell you what, they tried their best right there, but they're tired. They're tired. They've been on the field for quite some time.
We take a look at the Toyota Bowling Green replay on this touchdown. Just a snap for Overbay, who runs that one into the end zone. No tush push needed. He just forced his own way in there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Extra point is up, and it's good for Station Camp, and they take a 7-0 lead to start the Cole Lumber Bowl with 4.5 minutes left here at Greenwood High School. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll see if ACS has a chance to respond before the end of this first quarter here on the Seven Mountain Sports Network.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
We're back, and we welcome you here to Greenwood High School once again. ACS falls behind Station Camp 7-0. I think the scoreboard might be backwards unless I am proven incorrect. The scoreboard here at the field has ACS with 7 and Station Camp with 0. And it looks like Station Camp's going to go for an onside kick here. There's some fumbling. They may have a chance at it. I think Station Camp's coming away with the football.
Oh. Bounced off his knee. They're fighting for it down there.
They're still fighting for it on the ground. It's going to be Station Camp picks up their own onside kick.
That was crazy. I think they were kind of stunned. They just kind of watched it.
Wow.
It kind of stunned them a little bit.
There was some motion there where you just saw them barely tap it over, and then in the commotion, the ball got way out of line, and before any ACS player had a chance to get on it, Station Camp was right on top of the football.
It was like they followed it all the way down, though.
Wow.
I wonder, can you do that? I don't think you can do that. They followed it all the way down. Right at kickoff.
I think the one thing that changes it is the fact that once they got to about the 51, 52-yard lines, we see a flag thrown over here near ACS's sideline.
Oh.
Coach Hood is complaining to the ref, and it is going to be called against him. Coach Hood is not happy about this play call. Cannot believe, he is beside himself.
They did kind of form a shield around the ball as they were running down, on the so-called punt there.
The one thing I could see making a difference is once it got to about the 50, someone fell on top of the football, and that gave it momentum and pushed it all the way out here to where it landed about the 40. And that may be the difference maker.
That's crazy.
Is just a sheer form of circumstance. I feel like it's a form of circumstance here, but you can see the refs there at center field are still talking this one over. ACS defense has all but accepted it. They're still out there on the field. And it looks
not happy about it.
And it looks like they're going to rule it just like it was. Play on the field is a recovered onside kick. And Station Camp will have the football. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. There was so much chaos.
So much. I still don't.
Coach Hood
I don't even understand how the ball got shot out like that.
I don't think anybody does. Coach Hood, I think, may be a little perplexed just by that situation, as he's still giving an earful to our chief official, trying to get some kind of an explanation. He is standing out on the field around the 47-yard line. They're going to hold off play until they can get Coach Hood back to the sideline. But either way, however you look at this, Station Camp gets to go back out there again.
That's crazy, but I love Coach Hood. I tell you, if I was playing today, I would play for a coach like Coach Hood. He fights for it every time.
Looked like quarterback Colton Overbay was motioning towards the chief official to make sure that we could get things back underway, and now we will. Station Camp offense, after just scoring there in that drive, is back out on the field with another chance at a touchdown. Here's Colton Overbay on the snap. Lefty going to his left side. He's got a receiver and some space. Plenty of space to breathe down the sideline before he's knocked out inside the 20. The Bison make it to the red zone off the back of a great play there from Matthew Dickens. Quick replay here from our Toyota Bowling Green replay system. You see Overbay looks off to his left side, and plenty of space there for Dickens, who just makes his way and charges it through down the sideline before we get a timeout called. That'll be a timeout from ACS. So 2 timeouts already in this first quarter, and unfortunate if you're ACS, you don't want to have to burn those 2 so early.
No.
But you've really got to get this defense back in their rhythm and get rid of some of these little tiny mistakes and holes that you're creating for Station Camp to take advantage of.
Oh, yeah. They're out there. Their gas is running out. They've been out there almost the whole game. I mean, and they're doing a lot. Ace Moore is on it. He couldn't run my man down over there, but they got to get it. They got to get it together, man. Right now, right here, they got to get it together. And if anybody can do it, Coach Hood's going to get them together. He's going to give them a nice talking, and they're going to get it all the way together.
I think the refs got their talking too. I think they're going to be like, you know what? Maybe, yep, we're going to make sure we're staying together, Coach. We got it.
Oh yeah. He'll get the point across.
Both teams heading back out. Colton Overbay, like we mentioned, the young quarterback for Station Camp. Last season combined for about 22 touchdowns in total. 10 of those came on the ground, 12 of those through the air. Almost 3,000 yards of total offense last season as just a sophomore as they try to run the football, but ACS stuffs it right up the middle. Good stop there and a loss of 2 on the play for Station Camp. Brings up second down.
I think that was Ace Moore back in there again. There was a lot of them back there, and I know Ace has been on it today.
Ace Moore last season, 59 tackles over the course of the entire season. One of those top guys for this ACS squad. One of the top returners as Overbay flicks off to his right side. But again, the pressure is just deep on from ACS, and Overbay forced to throw it away.
Eli McCoy right there with him, man. He's in his face again.
And that's a loss of almost 20 yards nearly, almost 15 or so yards on that play as Overbay was immediately under pressure from all sides. And if ACS can just continue to put that pressure on Overbay and limit his options, they could force a 3-and-out here. Back out on the field for Overbay. He's got a fullback lined up alongside, 1 receiver out wide to his left, 2 to his right. It's going to be a handoff play here. Up the middle. Here he goes. Plenty of space to breathe, and a good tackle on the play there for ACS to stop the bleeding. Not going to get a first down. It'll bring up 4th.
Lake and Clark stuck his hand up right there. Had to get him down, man. They got to stop those little plays like that. It sweeps on the outside, man.
There's a good run there for Caden Moore on the play. He gained almost all of those yards back that they lost on that previous play, and now they'll have a field goal attempt on the way. First field goal on the way for Gavin Hastings. He was 20 for 24 last season. This is his senior campaign, and that one will be up and good, no doubter here, but there's going to be a flag on the play on Station Camp. It'll be called a false start, and therefore that field goal is incomplete.
No good.
They'll have to maybe try it again here. And now Hastings is going to have to see if his leg can go that extra couple of yards.
I don't know. He might get it, but we shall see.
That brings it up 4th and long. Looks like they're going to leave Hastings out there to try to kick this one. Overbay is out there as well.
Ooh, that's a 40-yarder.
You don't want to suspect that something might be on the way, some sort of a trick play, as Overbay is out there on the field for Station Camp. But here comes Hastings on the way. Longer kick than last time, and that one is going to be incomplete, so that false start penalty makes all the difference.
Man, that was a good hold right there by the Patriot defense. That's the way you hold tight and make sure that they get nothing.
That drive comes up short for Station Camp, what would have otherwise been a 10-0 lead now with just under 3 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. Now is held back to only 7 thanks to the ACS defense. So now it looks like that timeout really came into play there.
That conversation, man. Sometimes you got to slow them down and shake them a little bit. Wake up!
That'll be a turnover on downs for Station Camp. ACS will pick it up right at their own 20-yard line, and they're going to take their time here. They got plenty of time on the play clock to figure this out as they'll head back in. It's a battle of 2 young quarterbacks here at Greenwood High School to kick off the season on the 7 Mountain Sports Network. We appreciate you for watching along. And a false start again here. It looks like it's going to be on Station Camp. What a great little fake out there for the Patriots.
There it is. The momentum is shifting. It's slowly but surely moving the way that it's moving.
So ACS currently all going according to plan. They're starting to right the ship back in the proper direction. But it's little steps. You got to keep making those little steps and not take 2 steps back.
Exactly. They just got to realize, man, the game isn't over yet. 1 point, it's 1 score. And you're still in the first quarter. It's 1 score.
They've struggled to get going on offense. It's all come from Braden Hood so far in this first quarter with 2:55 left until the second. It's going to be another handoff to him. He's going to run it off to his right side, try to break some more tackles, but they've clearly been in the film room as he heads off to his right side, and it'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Bring up 2nd down. ACS continuing to take their time here. I think that's good for them because you saw them early on in this quarter kind of start to rush things a little bit and push the envelope, and that's when they almost took too many steps ahead of themselves.
That's when things started to kind of fall apart a little bit.
Make those little mistakes. Got a young group here, some returning receivers with experience, but with a young quarterback, you got to have guys he can lean on as he breaks out of the pocket, shoots it up the right side. He's going to have a man there, flag thrown.
And he got it.
And he brought it down.
And he got it. Pass interference, too.
What a play for Ryan Hensley. Pass interference is called on that play, but that's not going to matter as got that first down anyway, and then some.
Woo-wee.
Let's take a look at that Toyota Bowling Green replay for Ryan Hensley, and what a play for the Patriots. Williams lets it fly, brings it and wrestles it in, and you can see that pass interference called there just before the catch. And ACS looking to continue to ride this momentum, just like you mentioned, Hemp.
Hey, this is ACS football right here. This is how they do it, man.
Big pass play, their first successful pass play of the afternoon, and it comes here with 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Oh.
And that pass interference is going to add after the play, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or maybe some slight confusion. I think some people might have been confused. Everybody's a little rusty.
Yeah.
we can give some forgiveness here.
Just a little bit, man. Everybody's a little excited.
Even to the officials, we give a little leeway here. Either way, these Patriots got a first down. It'll be about the 44-yard line in their own territory. They got it sorted out now. Chief official, once again, going over talking to Coach Brad Hood of the Patriots. Near the sideline, you can see that towards the bottom right of your screen. Coach Hood just clarifying maybe where that pass interference play came into effect, whether it was before or after, what exactly we needed to do. So that penalty, they're confirming it now. That penalty will be declined, and they'll pick it up where the reception was made at the 44-yard line. So just like we said, first game for officials.
Oh, yeah.
You got to shake off the rust.
Oh, yeah.
Players got to shake off the rust. It's all a part of the process.
I love it, man.
Either way, we do have first down on the way for the Patriots after that big pass for Allen County-Scottsville. Here's the play. Once again, trying to draw that false start. They nearly do it on the offsides. Try to run the ball with Holland, but he's going to get brought down quick for a loss of 1.
They're trying to get the run game started, man. They're really trying to pound it in there. If they can just keep working on them, keep throwing the jabs like they're doing, and then go back over the top again, I think they're going to see the same success over and over.
90 seconds left in this first quarter. Station Camp leads 7-0 over ACS. They're looking to respond, but still have a whole second quarter before halftime to do it. Here's a snap. Movement on the play. It's going to be a handoff here, but looked like two Patriots made contact late in the middle of the play. Miscommunication there. Almost loses them a free down there. Miscommunication from the offensive line.
And you see Coach Hood right on him now, letting him know, hey, look, get it together. Get your mind together. 90% mental.
That's Bladen Beavers. It'll be 3rd and long here for the Patriots. Jacob Farr making contact there. Just a little error and miscommunication for the Patriots. Puts him in a 3rd and long situation. Josh Williams, young quarterback, looking to get him out of a scuffle here with 30 seconds left. Shoots it right over the middle in the flat, but it's broken up. Great defense there by Station Camp. Breaks up the pass right across the flat. That one was intended for Deontay Granger. Again, we said maybe won't see Deontay Granger a whole lot on the offensive side of the ball, according to Coach Hood, but there he was, ready to make an impact, but Station Camp defense just too strong.
It was a beautiful pass, man, and he tried to fit it right there in that little window, man, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful pass, but the defense just was on it.
This first quarter coming to a close. Brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. Aqualand, building backyard dreams for over 40 years. ACS now ready to punt this one away with about 25 seconds left in the first quarter. That one gets knocked way up high to the rainbow.
Man.
No calls made, as a lot of contact there for both ends of special teams. And it rolls out of bounds about the 35-yard line with 18 seconds left in the first quarter with Station Camp's offense heading back out on the field.
I tell you what, man, it's a lot that happens. If you don't, I know people look at certain spots of the field, but if you take a look at everything that's going on, there's a lot that goes on out there. There's a lot of pushing, and I see why a lot of people scream the way they do at the officials, but sometimes they just can't catch it. They can't catch everything.
Not enough eyes.
Not enough
out there, you could say. Only so many sets of eyes we can have at one time.
Put some in the booth.
Give them some binoculars. We might need some.
Oh, yes.
First snap of this drive, 15 seconds left in this first quarter. A little stumble there for Station Camp before Gillespie's eventually brought down after a gain of 2.
Eddie Chavez again right on top of him.
This one is going to run the clock out to end this first quarter, and Station Camp with a statement in that first quarter, both on offense and on defense. They lead 7-0 after 1, and we'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. You're tuned in to the Don Franklin Game of the Week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Man, it's been hot. Wouldn't it be nice if a pool could just instantly appear in your backyard? During the entire month of August, Aqualand can install your pool as soon as tomorrow.
That's right. Splash in a flash. Pool speed ahead only at Aqualand. Imagine a summer where your backyard becomes your favorite destination. With 40 years of pool perfection under our belt, you can trust Aqualand to bring your vision to life. Visit aqualandfund.com or stop by Aqualand on Campbell Lane and get inspired.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
We welcome you back to the start of the second quarter here on the Don Franklin Kia Game of the Week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. This second quarter brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Station Camp leads Allen County-Scottsville 7-0. To start this second quarter, we're sprinting towards halftime and what has already been an exciting start to the high school football season. We're glad you've decided to join us. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp alongside Matthew Clark as our director, as we waste no time getting underway with Overbay at Station Camp, lobbing it over the top of his line and breaking it all the way to the first down. And somebody lost their helmet in the scuffle. Looked like Chavez, I believe.
I think, yeah, that 8 looked like a 0 for a second. I couldn't tell. But, yeah, he's right there hawking it, man. That's another tackle for him. That puts him at 4 on the day, I believe.
Chains are going to get moved, it appears, but a flag is thrown late on the play. And again, more discussing with the officials. I imagine this isn't the first time tonight we're going to see this. Got to get some clarifications in.
Tell you what, they're lucky that it's not me down there just yelling at them, telling them to come on. What are you doing?
And you can see Coach Hood from the sideline telling his guys after that pass play, if you're on the line, put your hands up. You mentioned this beforehand. Sometimes all it takes is putting that hand up to get a little contact.
Got to put those hands up, man. You never know. Just making a good wave and knock that ball down and give you what you need. Uh-oh.
And that penalty is going to be – so offsetting penalties for both teams, it looks like, will basically just reset everything. Huh. So I think we're going back to just how things were. It'll bring up first down once again for Station Camp. I think the chains are also getting confused, going back and forth, but basically we're back at first down like nothing happened. Both penalties rescinded. This is where we're at. Reset it, hit the reverse button, we'll roll it again. Station Camp now moving from right to left of your screen to start this quarter. They're going to hand it off once again for a run up the middle. And ACS quick to stop that one after a gain of about 6 on the play.
Good thing Braxton Nichols was there to make that stop, man, or he would have went on ahead and got that first.
That brings up second down here. That'll be 2nd and 3 for Station Camp. That run led once again by Colin Gillespie. And they clamps down quick on that play. ACS defense not giving Station Camp any room to breathe.
Man, not at all. Now, this is the way the Patriots do right here, man. Just keep the defense shoving it down in their face, man. Just keep stopping them.
Brings up 3rd and 6. Here's a snap. Whistle's going to call the play dead. We got a flag in the backfield. It'll be on the Bison once again, and it'll be a false start. Applauding the defense from the Allen County-Scottsville sideline. You can see them continuing to put pressure on the Bison. And evidently it's working. Brings up 3rd and long now.
This is exactly what they needed. Now the offense is going to get together, start gelling, and putting things together. This defense is doing exactly what they need to do, which is making good stops.
Overbay back in for a 3rd and long. He's going to drop back, looks to his left side. He doesn't have any kind of a receiver to throw to. Rainbow shots it over the middle in the flat, and it's caught at the 30 for Station Camp.
Wow, no way.
What a catch for Station Camp by Caden Moore. Take a look back at your Toyota Bowling Green replay. You can see Overbay drops back, almost gets in a state of panic, but he points out his receiver. He sees him downfield and drops it right in the bucket at the 30. What a huge play for Station Camp as they waste no time again. Here's Overbay dropping back for the pass. Now swings to his right. He's pointing again, trying to get his receivers to move, but he's brought down past the 40. Could not get the pass off in time.
Man, he was right there on him. He came out there like a speeding bullet.
So a big pass followed by a big sack for ACS as we got a timeout called.
Those numbers, man, they get stuck together on me.
Chaos is basically what we just saw. You saw how quickly that high school football can flip in either direction as Overbay had that big play to Caden Moore, only to almost try to do the same thing again. Tried to point out his receiver, but kind of went to that non-dominant side. You saw before he was going to his left. That time he had to shift to his right and just couldn't find it. And you see that with a lot of different types of passers with your right side, that they don't often favor the left.
True.
And especially with the left, if he's swinging to his right, he struggles to get that full body motion around and didn't have the receiver to throw to either to really let his arm swing. So now that'll bring up 2nd and long. It's a loss of about 11 yards, 12 yards from that sack against Overbay by ACS. So we'll say 2nd and Scottsville for this one.
I like that.
ACS is going to hope they can head back to Scottsville with a win tonight. Here's Overbay, falling back. He's got plenty of time to breathe thanks to his line under pressure. Gets it off in the flat, right back to their line of scrimmage, but a flag's thrown on both ends of the field. No gain on that play.
Holding call.
And it'll be a holding. Thinking we may be looking at another multiple penalties here, possibly on either side.
Yeah, you had that one come out, and then almost immediately the next one came out on them.
Coach Hood once again talking to the officials. It's going to be a holding on Station Camp. And a personal foul on ACS. That penalty is declined. And they are offset, so the ball will now go back to the 47, or just reset back to where they were. So they'll pick it up at around the 42. Still shaking off the rust, guys. We're going to keep saying
gosh.
it. We're going to keep saying it. The rust is continuing to get shaken off.
Rust ease.
As Station Camp picks it up, 2nd and way long from ACS's 42. Here's the snap. Overbay fakes the handoff. Has to escape the linebackers. Heads off to the left side. He's going to try to make a run for it. Gets knocked into the ACS sideline. That's a late hit, but no call.
Oh, he throws one down. He threw it right there. Did he throw it down right there on the sideline? He didn't. I thought he did. I thought I seen him throw a flag down.
Could have been a questionable play there. But that will bring up 3rd down. And a slight gain. There was a flag thrown on the ground. So, yes, it was right in front of the ACS sideline, it appears, by the chief official. And given the late hit, I would only assume this could be on ACS.
Oh, yeah. Got him while he was going out of bounds. It's hard to stop, though. It's hard to stop when you got them, when you're at that angle. They're going out of bounds. Sometimes these quarterbacks, they'll cut back in and get another 10, 20 yards. So, I mean, it's hard. It's hard being a defensive player.
And it will be against ACS, and this will move their line marker all the way and make it 2nd or 3rd and 3.
Good.
So they went from a 3rd and long situation, about 3rd and 15, to now a 3rd and 3. Much better favors here. As that is not Overbay on the pass. He's got a man right inside the end zone.
Interception! Interception! Interception!
Wow!
Caleb Jesse
with the interception, and they had a trick play going there as we take a quick look from the Toyota Bowling Green replay. You had a trick play by Station Camp, but the ACS defense able to sniff it out there in the end zone and come away with the interception. Talk about clutch time. But what a chaos of a play there for Station Camp to call. Instead of sticking with Overbay, they toss it to one of their receivers in Matthew Dickens, who was the one who makes the pass, and he throws the interception. Chaos.
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 Kind of how the game has been the whole way.
And we've already seen Station Camp's not afraid to pull some fun things out of their back pocket, because you saw early them recover that onside kick.
If they let Caleb keep this one right here, that was one of the greatest plays already, and we just got started because he took that ball from him.
We're waiting. It looks like
they gave it to Station Camp.
They're going to give it to Station Camp. Is that the touchdown? And it is. So after review by the officials, they're going to call it a touchdown by Station Camp, I believe, rather than the interception. And Coach Hood, once again, is back out talking to the chief official. 9:57 left until halftime. And Coach Hood, I think, is once again beside himself. I think he just doesn't know what to say in response to that. What looked like a great defensive play by the Patriots has now about to put Station Camp up 14-0.
So how long do you think it's going to take before they start doing instant replays in high school? You get one a quarter or one a half.
Hastings sends the extra point up, and it is good, and that extends it to a 14-0 lead for Station Camp. And as they get set to swap things around, we'll step aside. You're tuned in to the Don Franklin Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
You don't just work here.
You show up and you grow.
And to serve your customers well.
We're not just selling cars, we're selling careers and relationships.
Welcome back to Greenwood High School. We welcome you back for the Cole Lumber Bowl as Station Camp, Tennessee leads Allen County-Scottsville, Kentucky here at Greenwood High School. We will have Westmoreland, Tennessee and Greenwood to follow as far as coverage goes after this one. And you saw the circus series of events. It seemed like on that last drive for Station Camp, what looked like an interception thrown by not even their starting quarterback, but on a trick play by Matthew Hendricks has actually ended up in a touchdown. Originally thought an interception. As we kick things back the other way, that one ends up in the end zone, and ACS will now pick it up around their own 25.
I guess that was the perfect time for them to do a trick play anyway, considering that this will be the only time they'll play, anybody in Kentucky probably.
This is true. This is true. It might as well dig deep in the playbook and see what your guys can manage.
I still may be a little biased, but that looked like an interception to me. I don't know.
It was awful close.
I don't know.
It was awful close. You could see it in our replay. It looked like maybe he pulled it out either after the play. I don't really know what the refs feel like they saw there. Everyone was pretty well convinced that was an interception. But again, we're rolling back in the swing of things. By week five, we won't be saying this. Wait, maybe even by week 3, we won't even be saying this. Here's the first snap of this drive for ACS. Williams throws it over the top, underthrows his receiver. That pass is incomplete. Bring up second down.
That was good defending by number 16 right there, man. He was all over it.
Again, we've only seen one big successful pass play so far by ACS. It was a 14-yard pass to Ryan Hensley, who hauled it in on a pass interference call when the momentum was really rolling for the Patriots. But once again, taking their time in the huddle, they may try to continue to draw some offsides here from Station Camp in their eager-to-roll defense. Station Camp leads 14-0 inside 10 minutes to go in this first half. They're going to try to run it up the middle, but Station Camp stuffs it. Bison showing the horns. No gain on that play, brings up third down. They'll stay 3rd and 10.
Still trying to get that run game together, man. I mean, it's been tough. It's been tough on them, but I think they're going to get it. At least by the second half, man, they should be getting it going. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the offensive line or.
You've seen Holland kind of darting around looking for his opportunities, and he halfway looks to the A gap, sees that close, shoots towards the B, doesn't have that opportunity, and then just almost has to force his way through the middle as Williams throws it down the right sideline. That one just overthrown. Intended target was to Tyler Turner, but goes out of bounds. Another incomplete, brings up a 4 and out once again for the Patriots with 9 minutes left here until halftime. So Station Camp continuing to hold on to this 14-0 lead, and ACS, it's a struggle in all facets, it seems like, for the offense. You're seeing some sparks on the defense, but the offense just second. Another 4 and out here for the Patriots.
There's glimpses on the offensive side. The defense, we're seeing what they're capable of. But that offense, I think, is just with a lot of the turnover and with everybody that they're trying to get everybody used to everything.
Eddie Chavez back to punt this one away. And Coach Hood is once again out on the field. Looks like they've called another timeout. And he will bring his guys to the sideline here once again. It's just conversating Again, you could almost look at yes, you want to start off with as much momentum as you can. A win would do that for you if you're Coach Hood and the Patriots. But at the same time, when you're facing an out-of-state opponent, it's also a chance to iron off a little bit of that rust that you've got. And it looks like that's really what they're aiming for here this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, and what better way to do it again against somebody else that you're not going to face and somebody that might be a little tougher than you are. Iron sharpens iron, and that's what they're going for right here. Coach Hood tests his players. He puts tests out there for them, man, and I think they're doing pretty good for the situation at hand right now.
He's done it for 20 years. That's why he's one of the longest tenured coaches in the region. He's done such a great job of bringing up young men throughout his program to find great success. It's been a while since the one and only time during his tenure that they've made it to a state championship final. But Coach Hood, it's never out of the question because you know what he's capable of when it comes to bringing up and teaching young talent.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the play. Chavez punts that one away. Again, look at the formation on this and the roll it's going to get. Rolls to the 41. It's going to get scooped up there by Station Camp, who shakes it down the right sideline, and he's got room to breathe. Doesn't step out of bounds. Heads his way up the middle, all the way back. Call it a return. Another touchdown for Station Camp.
Looks like do we have a Powerade bottle on the field?
We cannot believe it.
No, that's a shoe, I believe. That's crazy.
A return for Station Camp by Matthew Dickens. Let's take another look at this replay. Brought to you by Toyota of Bowling Green. The chaos just continues to unfold here. As you see Dickens pick it up there, shakes his way up the sideline, and he's just got plenty of room to breathe. All other defenders for ACS are occupied, and he's just got open field to carry it to the end zone. And you see a little reflection on the ground as to, Hamp, I think what you said looked like a Powerade bottle or something.
It was actually somebody's towel.
Oh.
Somebody's towel came off. I sent him to pick it up, but I thought somebody threw a Gatorade bottle on the field because the kicker got knocked down again in his kicking leg. So it's just kind of, I thought it was some frustration.
Hastings now again for another extra point attempt, and he gets it. So no time wasted for Station Camp to get back on the board. They return the punt and now go up 21-0 against ACS. 8:45 left here in this second quarter. We'll step away and be back to see if the Patriots can try to mount the comeback before the end of this first half. You're tuned in to the Don Franklin Kia Game of the Week here on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
We welcome you back to the chaos of the Cole Lumber Bowl here at Greenwood High School. ACS trailing Station Camp, Tennessee, 21-0 with 8:45 here left in this first half. ACS going to try and mount a comeback here after a series of unfortunate events. They get an interception call overturned, turns into a touchdown for Station Camp as ball got tipped over there on the attempted kick return. So.
Well, this is the swamp, so it might have just sunk down a little bit.
New and improved swamp.
New and improved.
New and improved this season. They've got a couple of different colorations going on here on the turf. You see the big G down in the center of the field. You got the swamp on either end, or the Gators on one end, Greenwood on the other. But ball is reset, and Hastings putting this one back underway. That one's kicked well and away back. Looks like that one's going to once again land in the end zone. And that was something that Coach Bain actually told me is you're going to pretty much guarantee that about 80% of the time, Hastings is going to return those footballs. They're going to end up in the end zone. He's got a heck of a leg.
Oh, man, he's putting it out there. He should have done that a little while ago instead of kicking that little onside that he did there. They did that quick. Man, I don't know. ACS has just got to just stay calm. Stay calm. No time to panic. Stay calm.
And there's such strength on all sides of the football for the Station Camp team. They return a lot of seniors from last season. Even though they lost their sack leader, their tackles leader, their interceptions leader from last season, they returned a lot of young guys who were pupils under those seniors and also had a big contribution on the defense, and you're seeing that now. Here's ACS. Williams drops deep, sends it off to his left, underthrown. That one intended for Bladen Beavers, and he just can't come in with it. Brings up 2nd and 10 off the incomplete. .8:40 left here in this first half. Patriots just trying to avoid another 4 and out, because the last thing you want is to give them another opportunity like what they had just a little bit ago before we went to break, when you saw them return that kick 51 yards to the house for another touchdown to put them up 3 scores. We'll see if Williams can get this offense going. Here's the snap. Drops back. Junior throws it over the top. That one's picked off. Intercepted. Station Camp back the other way, and they're back into the end zone for a touchdown.
Station Camp is now picking up steam, man. They are now moving forward, and they are not stopping for anyone.
Another Edmonton State Bank touchdown as we take a look at the replay here, brought to you by Toyota of Bowling Green. Picked off just over the top. Williams underthrows another pass and makes it look easy for Matthew Dickens, who heads it back to the house, what I believe is going to be his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Yeah, Matthew Dickens on that one, man. He just picked that right on out of the air.
Plenty of scoring opportunities for Matthew Dickens, who continues to make an impact, and the extra point is up and good for Gavin Hastings as the Bison go up 28-0 over the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots here in the Cole Lumber Bowl. 8:30 left in the half. Man, ACS has got to do something to turn it around.
It's rough, and you can see that some of these guys are young, and they are putting up a fight, though. They're not giving up. They're not quitting. You can't tell it in their body language or anything like that. These guys are just going to have to just take this as a learning experience. The game's not over with yet. You still got the whole second half to go. Things could change. The momentum could swing. It's just right now in the Bison favor.
And you never know. You could have a bigger second half, just like what the Bison had. Bison could come to a screeching halt, and ACS could just continue to run away with it. And one thing's for sure, the ACS faithful that you can see below us here in the grandstands, they're not leaving.
Oh, no.
They have faith in their coach. They have faith in their team to try and mount the comeback here. With 8:30 left in this first half, Hastings once again will return this one. He's got plenty of action tonight, both in PATs and a field goal attempt that came up just short. As that one, we're going to go ahead and bet money on it. It's going to make it all the way to the end zone, and it does.
He's putting a leg on that every time. That one touched the back of the end zone.
Hastings, no question. Kid's got a cannon for a leg.
Man. I wonder if he's got any offers already.
He's one of a few that I'm sure are getting a couple of looks from this team. Brady Dolan under center, the sophomore, he's one who's got a couple offers as well. One of those to Cincinnati, University of Louisiana Monroe. Got a couple looks and offers to him. Only as a sophomore under center. That's not something you see all the time, no matter where you're at.
No, not at all.
So Brady Dolan under center.
5'10".
Not currently out there for Station Camp. It's the defense that will continue to try and hold off the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots as this one's run up the middle. The attempt is just not there. The Bison continue to stuff the defense. Just nothing to do for ACS. Jeffrey Garcia results in a no gain on that play. Eight minutes now left in this first half. Clock continues to run. ACS trying to control this tempo for the remainder of the half, as Station Camp leads by 4 scores, 28-0 here on 2nd and 10. Here's a play. It's going to be a handoff to Dolan, but instead Williams holds on to it, tries to run up the middle, but that defensive line for Station Camp is just not letting anything go. Another no gain on that play for ACS brings up 3rd down.
I wonder if he's just working on things. Just working on things now. Getting everybody ready.
There's Josh Williams on that attempt. And we'll see if he wants to try to air it out. He's been struggling on finding some of the receivers out wide. If they could try to get a slant somewhere in the flat. He had a good opportunity there earlier with Granger. Now he's going to shoot up to his left side. Nearly dropped, but he manages to hold on to it for a decent gain. That'll bring up 4th down. Or 3rd down.
Tell you what,
no, it is 4th.
That Station Camp defense, they are for real. They are right there on it, man. And I don't know. I'm hoping ACS can bounce back, come back in the second half. We've seen teams do it before, not just in the high school levels. We've seen it in college and we've seen it in the pros. Teams come out in the second half, play not that well in the first, but that second half is just something happens.
And it is a hot afternoon here in Bowling Green. As Station Camp picks it up, they're going to try to return this one back the other way. But ACS not going to let this return get past the 50. They stop it at their own 48. And Station Camp will pick it up from there as Colton Overbay, the junior quarterback, heads back out onto the field. Last season for Overbay under head coach Chris Bain in his 3rd season this year. 2nd season last year with Overbay as a sophomore. He had 2,600 total yards last season only as a sophomore. As we look at scores around the region, some other bowl games going on into the first quarter between Franklin Simpson and Whites Creek, Tennessee, currently tied up at 6-6. So a closer game going on just across the county over at Warren East. 6:07 left to play here in this first half. Here's Overbay. He's got a deep shot out to the right side. A wide open man who's got plenty of space to breathe down the sideline, makes it to the end zone. One play is all it takes for Overbay as Station Camp is back in for an Edmonton State Bank touchdown.
There was some miscommunication on the defense. There was a couple of guys over here on this side of the field who were talking to each other about where somebody was not.
Take a look at our Toyota Bowling Green replay of that pass. Overbay just making it look easy. Wide open receiver out on the right side. Nobody's going to catch him. Fires off the afterburners, makes it the extra 10 yards for the touchdown. 50 yards almost. 46 yards for the touchdown. As that extra point is up and good for Station Camp. One play off a first down. And it's a 46-yard touchdown for Station Camp. Hamp, I think the balloon is just continuing to release the air.
Slowly,
but surely.
We need some tape right now. We need to plug the hole.
And that may be what's good come halftime for ACS. You got to take a look at some of the things that you've been missing. But if you're ACS, you just got to keep
plugging
fighting
away. Yeah, just a little bit at a time. A yard at a time, a tackle at a time, just a little bit at a time. Just get better at this point of the game. Just continue to move on and get better and learn from it.
That 46-yard touchdown pass from Overbay was to Pierce Brown for Station Camp to put them up 35-0 over Allen County-Scottsville. 5:57 left here in this second quarter, and once again, that one makes it all the way back to the end zone.
This kid's leg is crazy.
I'm going to start putting money down.
Man.
I'm going to say $20. Let's see how it goes.
He's almost the Happy Gilmore of kicking. Man.
Clock will now continue to run here at Greenwood. 5:35 left here with Station Camp up 35-0. If I'm not mistaken, that would institute running clock rule.
Running clock.
At least going forward. So that'll make this one roll a little bit quicker, possibly, unless ACS can find that momentum we saw flashes of early in the first quarter.
It can happen. It's going to be a turnaround, a flipping second.
Williams and the offense back out on the field for Allen County. Here's the snap. Two receivers. It's going to be a handoff to Granger. Granger going to have to make a tough play here, but the Station Camp defense once again wastes no time on the pounce. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, but flags thrown late. Flags from all different directions.
What we got going on here, people?
Some of the defensive players from Station Camp may be arguing a case. Potential personal foul, I think, after the play. But again, the officials just continue to talk this one over.
They have done a lot of discussing on everyone there. Like, it's a lot of discussion before it's called.
Still discussing things. Chief official going to confirm the call here. As it would be now, it would be a loss of 4 on the play for ACS with the play from Granger. But the chief official still talking things over.
I mean,
and it'll be once again, I want to say this is the third or fourth instance we've seen this afternoon of offsetting penalties that will just keep them as they were.
I love it, man. The first game of the year. Let's move the ball, and now let's move it back.
Should make it first down here for the Patriots with 4:47. May bring up second. Still some discussion going on with the officials. Loss of 4 on the play.
It might be good, though, that the officials are taking the time to talk about it, see what you see, and, kind of everybody just, what did you see? What did you see? What did you see? I mean.
Make most accurate view possible.
Yeah, everybody just get it right.
So a loss of 4 on that play from Granger brings up first and long. As it's once again, here comes Holland. He's heading down the left side. He's got some space to breathe. Big chance at a run here. And just gets past the first down marker. And that's a little bit of that momentum and run game coordination that ACS has needed to try to get rolling.
At some point, the walls will break. The walls will break, so they just keep pounding it in there, and he's gonna break. It's almost like not a win, not an if, but win.
Longest run of the afternoon for Braden Holland, who Coach Hood has given many props to in the preseason for how quick he is. And the football's fumbled. Station Camp jumps on top of it, and the Bison now have the football as they recovered it at ACS's 25. So more miscommunication, an unfortunate miscommunication for the Patriots as we take a look at the Toyota Bowling Green replay. You see the handoff here, but, man, the Bison defense, I mean, they just are right on top of it and almost knocked the ball out of his hands in the midst of the play.
Number 54, I can't think of his name right now. I just seen it just a second ago, but, man, I tell you what. He was right there ready for it to get on top of it, man. The ball just kind of flipped up out of his hands. It was, like you said, miscommunication on the handoff.
Tanner Bagley on that play, knocking the football out of control of the Patriots and forcing a fumble there, as now Station Camp will pick it up once again on the run play with a gain of 2. Bring up second down. On the play, here's Dickens running up the middle. He's going to shake a defender. Makes it past the first down marker, nearly to the 10, and that'll shift the chains nearly to a first and goal. Gavin Pennington on that run for Station Camp. And here they go again. Another run play off to the right side. It's Pennington, makes his way to the right, gets to the 10. That'll bring up second down.
Tell you, the defense is doing all they can right now. Like I said, they've been on the field the whole game, and I think they're just getting to the point where they're winded at this right now.
And we've seen different points where ACS has managed to get a few linebackers through and be able to put pressure on the quarterback. You're not seeing that so much now, but a lot of that comes from the discipline down low in the center for the Bison. And Brady Dolan, again, we've mentioned, as only a sophomore, is getting plenty of D1 looks, has an offer from up at University of Cincinnati. And Coach Bain, and talking to him before this, said that there is nobody more perfect every single snap than Brady Dolan. That's high praise for a sophomore.
For a sophomore.
Can only imagine where he's going to be 2 years from now.
Oh, my God.
Second down on the way. Here he goes, trying to break out of the tackle. There's that linebacker pressure. Manages to get it out to Pennington. Pennington running down the right side, makes it in for the touchdown.
There was nothing that could be done about that. There was nothing that could be done about that at all. He had him wrapped.
Looks like
he had him going down.
Looks like they may have called him down. I can't tell if they did get the touchdown or if he stepped out of bounds late. And it looks like they did, just shy. But Overbay's going to hold on to it and makes an easy 2-yard run right into the end zone for yet another Station Camp touchdown. And the clock continues to run to wrap out this second quarter. But a 2-yard run there for Overbay makes it a 41-0 ball game for Station Camp.
Just got to keep fighting, boys. Just got to keep fighting.
Pennington makes the play there as the clock continues to run down, and it didn't even it looked like what would have been an absolutely ridiculous play for Overbay to have flicked it out in the middle of the tackle, get it to Pennington, who then makes the play down the sideline to get to the end zone. I mean, you can just see the Bison are in no way afraid to adjust on the fly.
Man.
And you see a flag thrown late. Looked like it may have been on ACS.
Yeah, I never expected him to flip it out there at all. He was going down, and I'm like, okay, defense is doing what the defense does. But that flick, it was like a 10-yarder.
You talked about the pressure. The linebackers put it on, but even then Overbay comes up clutch and makes the play to put them in position. Another flag thrown. Multiple flags thrown.
Wow.
And it should be offsetting penalties here between the two teams. 41-0 ACS. They're looking to make it 42-0 if they can get this extra point off. And they'll call offsides on ACS. Will once again shift the Bison back right up to the 1 to try to go for the extra point attempt. 29 seconds left on the clock. Here's the play for Haskins. That one's up, and it is good. That time around, no good. Incomplete. That one was shanked just shy.
Yeah, it was off.
My field of view was blocked for about half a second, just long enough to miss that it didn't go in. And that was actually not Station Camp's starting kicker of Gavin Hastings. That was actually Maddox Suriker.
I thought the kick looked a little different.
A little shorter that time around for Maddox, the sophomore, who's getting a couple reps in, I guess, now for Station Camp with this running clock in effect. But Station Camp still leads 41-0 with 30 seconds thereabouts left here in this first half. And if you're ACS, you just got to maybe try to stop the bleeding, do what you can, see if you can get some life. That way you can take it back to the film room.
That's it.
And
that's it.
See what you can work on with the second half.
Again, beginning of the year, first fight, it's going to be okay. This is all growth and learning right now at this moment.
Let's take a look just before we get things back underway from that Colton Overbay touchdown. Once again, runs it right up the middle. His second of the afternoon in similar fashion. So last season had 10 touchdowns on the ground, and he's already got 2 to his name this afternoon. As we're going to shift things around here for where the return will start. I'm assuming this is going to be from penalties from before where we had the offsides. We're going to add those up into this instance here. So ACS is going to have possibly even further trouble of returning, or Hastings is just going to have a much easier job of getting it to the other end. And
it's just going to kick a field goal from here.
It is Hastings out to return, and he may try to go for it just to see if he can get it that far. Here's the return. That one's way deep in the end zone, and that would have been good from that distance.
He got it.
Wow.
He got it. That was from the 45.
That was a 45-yard field goal for Gavin Hastings, the junior. Can you believe it? If it would have been.
This kid.
That's a kid who
amazing.
He's got a leg. That's for certain. 20 seconds left as the running clock continues to expire on this first half. And Station Camp already set their defense, but ACS looking to run down the clock.
I've been on a team in our bowl game. It wasn't Rafferty's Bowl. It was the Heritage Bowl back then. And we lost to Lincoln. And it was a pretty good beatdown that we took. But we came back later on, and, I mean, it just made us hungrier. It made us hungrier, man. And I watched those seniors work real hard. And I think that's what this is going to do right here is just make them hungry.
ACS, they've got a group full of young guys, but a couple of returning seniors who are for sure going to be hungry when they come out for the second half and go through the rest of the season. But right now it's been all Station Camp out front for the first half as they lead 41-0 here at Greenwood High School for the Cole Lumber Bowl. We appreciate you for tuning in, but stay tuned as we come back for our Don Franklin halftime show as you're tuned in to the Don Franklin Kia Game of the Week here on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Beat the heat with the big summer sale at Don Franklin Kia. For a limited time, get up to $5,500 off MSRP on select 2025 Sportage models, or get up to $10,000 off MSRP on select 2025 Sorrento models. Plus, Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for certified pre-owned makes and models. With dealerships all across the Bluegrass, our trusted family is here to serve all of your auto needs, Kentucky. Hurry into Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Man, it's been hot. Wouldn't it be nice if a pool could just instantly appear in your backyard? During the entire month of August, Aqualand can install your pool as soon as tomorrow.
That's right. Splash in a flash. Pool speed ahead only at Aqualand. Imagine a summer where your backyard becomes your favorite destination. With 40 years of pool perfection under our belt, you can trust Aqualand to bring your vision to life. Visit aqualandfund.com or stop by Aqualand on Campbell Lane and get inspired.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
We know getting your car serviced isn't exactly your favorite thing to do.
That's why we don't treat it like it's just another job.
You want it done fast without cutting corners.
We get it right the first time.
You've got places to be.
So we move like your schedule depends on it, because it does.
Clear communication, no surprises.
Trust goes further than miles.
Toyota of Bowling Green.
We make servicing your vehicle simple.
Man, it's been hot. Wouldn't it be nice if a pool could just instantly appear in your backyard? During the entire month of August, Aqualand can install your pool as soon as tomorrow.
That's right. Splash in a flash. Pool speed ahead only at Aqualand. Imagine a summer where your backyard becomes your favorite destination. With 40 years of pool perfection under our belt, you can trust Aqualand to bring your vision to life. Visit aqualandfund.com or stop by Aqualand on Campbell Lane and get inspired.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Beat the heat with the big summer sale at Don Franklin Kia. For a limited time, get up to $5,500 off MSRP on select 2025 Sportage models, or get up to $10,000 off MSRP on select 2025 Sorrento models. Plus, Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for certified pre-owned makes and models. With dealerships all across the Bluegrass, our trusted family is here to serve all of your auto needs, Kentucky. Hurry into Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
We welcome you back here to Greenwood High School for the Cole Lumber Bowl. We're kicking off high school football season in the only way we know how here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network, and that's to bring you all the live coverage from here at the Cole Lumber Bowl. We're currently in the midst in the halftime show brought to you by Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia. Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia, driven by family. It's Station Camp up 41-0. It has been all Bison out front, and by the looks of it, I don't think you'd think that Bison were extinct by how good they're playing in that first half.
I got to agree with you on that one, man, because I'm telling you, it's not from the lack of trying. It's not from the lack of will. It's just that Station Camp is just right now, they're ready and they're on it, and Allen County's a little young, man. They're just a little young, and they're learning. They're learning,
and a lot of that comes with junior quarterback Josh Williams, and like we mentioned, as a junior, he's coming in with almost no real game experience. He had 3 total plays all of last season with 2 in-game appearances, and both of those equated out to no positive gains in terms of net yards for Josh Williams. So he's looking to maybe change that a little bit here this afternoon. And as we look at the stats, at least according to what we've kept so far, ACS offensively only 41 total offensive yards for them this afternoon. So they're going to look to try to get that ball rolling in this second half and maybe try to break a little bit of that barrier against Station Camp, who, as far as we have, according to our numbers, 241 offensive yards in that first half, including 6 Edmonton State Bank touchdowns to go along with those. And a couple of those came from pick sixes. Another one came from about a 51-yard punt return. You add all that up, you get about 241 yards of the offense that they managed there, along with this 41-0 score that we currently sit at here at halftime.
Oh, my gosh. Again, it's just they're just massive right now, man. And ACS is doing everything they can, and Coach Hood is trying to get it together. And I can't say that the flags that are being thrown hasn't helped a lot at all either, man. And there's a lot of things that I've seen happen on the field that I feel like should have been called and should have gone the ACS's way and maybe would have changed the momentum. We know how calls can change momentum, but even with that, right now, Station Camp is just, I mean, they're camping out in the swamp and they're just going after gators, man.
And this is a great situation for Coach Bain as far as the last couple seasons. Last year ended their year 6-6. It's not the momentum builder that they necessarily wanted going into this year, but if you're Coach Bain, you knew coming in you had a strong junior quarterback in Colton Overbay. You knew he was going to be that returning guy you could rely on, third year with starting experience. That's not something you hear a whole lot. You don't hear a lot of freshmen getting starts at the quarterback position at the varsity level in high school, and he's been able to do that over these last 3 seasons. Coming in as a junior last year, 22 total touchdowns, 10 of them on the ground, and he's got 2 of them on the ground already so far here this afternoon. There has been a passing touchdown, but that was not from Colton Overbay. That was actually from Matthew Dickens off that trick play that we talked about from the interception that got overturned. It's opening day for high school football, but what else could you say? I mean, how else could there not be chaos on opening day of high school football, especially here in the Bluegrass?
Wouldn't have it any other way, man. Wouldn't have it any other way, Ryan. I'm telling you. This has just been it's just been a game, man. I mean, it's the way you would want to start out if you're on the winning side. This is the way you want to, this is how we move. This is how we're doing things, and this trick play, kind of works. And they're kind of trying those things out. But you can't count out the Patriots. Mm-hmm. You can't count them out. I'm telling you, this is the point in time right here where a lot of teams get real comfortable. I've watched it happen so many times. I've watched my son be on teams, and they're up 30 points, and they almost lose the game because they get so comfortable with the fact that running clock.
Let's just let it roll. Let's just go out there, get our reps in.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you see touchdown, 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 touchdown. So it could very well change at the blink of an eye, man. You just never know. I'm not giving up hope on the Allen County Patriots.
And it's not like we talked about those first half stats and 240 yards for Station Camp in that first half compared to the 41 that we have on our numbers for Allen County-Scottsville, but that still flashes in those 41 yards, especially from running back Braden Holland. We talked about him. He just hasn't been able to find the gaps, but you saw a good 16-yard run there out of him or midway through that second quarter. Those are the more of the opportunities that he needs to really get going.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And this defense, though, the defense has not been slacking at all. You got my man Eddie Chavez. He stays in the face back there. Him and Eli McCoy stay in the face of the quarterback, man. So it's just if the defense stays pounding like they do, and the offense is going to click. Once the offense clicks, they're going to be all right.
And we've talked about difference makers for both of these teams and who could potentially make an impact. With someone who's already made an impact other than quarterback Colton Overbay for Station Camp, number 8, running back Matthew Dickens. But he's not only playing in that fullback slot, he's also playing some on the defensive side. He has both a punt return touchdown and on top of that, a 20-yard pick six to go along with it. So both of his scores have come on the defensive side of the football, but he's made a big impact on the offensive side as well.
Oh yeah, he's the Swiss Army knife for sure, and they are using him to the max. And watching him just move the way that he does on all sides of the ball is just absolutely magnificent. But again, they're just strong, man.
They're strong. The tough thing is will the Patriots be able to bounce back against this tough Station Camp, Tennessee Bison team? They were 6-6 last year, right at 500, and Allen County 9-3. They're going to look to repeat some of that early season success that they had that started right here at this game at the Cole Lumber Bowl last season. Those are your halftime stats that we brought to you here, and we're going to take ourselves a step away, and we'll be back to wrap up our halftime thoughts and kick off the second half to see if ACS has some gas left in the tank to try to catch up to the Station Camp Bison. You're tuned in to the Don Franklin Kia Game of the Week here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
Man, it's been hot. Wouldn't it be nice if a pool could just instantly appear in your backyard? During the entire month of August, Aqualand can install your pool as soon as tomorrow.
That's right. Splash in a flash. Pool speed ahead only at Aqualand. Imagine a summer where your backyard becomes your favorite destination. With 40 years of pool perfection under our belt, you can trust Aqualand to bring your vision to life. Visit aqualandfun.com or stop by Aqualand on Campbell Lane and get inspired.
Welcome you back to the Seven Mountains Sports Network here at Greenwood High School for the Cole Lumber Bowl. We're here for your halftime show brought to you by Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia. Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia, driven by family. We appreciate you for tuning in with us here this afternoon as Station Camp leads 41-0 over the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots. Other scores around the region currently going on just across town over at Warren East in the J. Allen Builders Bowl. Whites Creek, Tennessee, and Franklin Simpson currently in the middle of the second quarter. Whites Creek, Tennessee up 22-20 over the Wildcats there. And as we look for both these teams' upcoming schedule, obviously we're here at the Cole Lumber Bowl for ACS. This is where they opened their season and have for the last couple of years. This is where they got off to a hot start last season. After this game next week, they'll head back home and host Monroe County, my alma mater, for their first home game of the season. After that, the following week on September 5th, they'll head right back up here to Bowling Green to face Warren Central. They'll then face Glasgow on a 2-game homestand on September 12th. It starts with Glasgow on the 12th, and then Logan County on the 19th of September. And then they'll face a really tough 4A Paducah-Tillman team at Paducah-Tillman. That's going to be a tough one on September 26th. They'll follow that one up with a trip across town here in Bowling Green to Warren East, and then Callaway County they will host on October 17th. They'll head to Franklin Simpson on October 24th, and then round out their regular season on Halloween against Barron County at home. So a good at-home stand there for ACS. And then if you look at Station Camp down in Tennessee, not a team we're going to be covering, at least after the end of this Cole Lumber Bowl, but after this game they'll head to Rockvale High School, or back home, and they'll host Rockvale High School with Tennessee. They'll then head to White House on September 5th, then to Springfield on September 12th. September 19th, they'll host Lebanon High School, followed by hosting Gallatin High School on September 26th. On October 3rd, they'll host Beach Senior High School. They'll then head to Hendersonville High School on October 17th. October 24th, they'll head to Hunters Lane High School. And then on Halloween, they will round out their regular season against Portland High School on Halloween. As we look at some other scores around the region as well, it'll be Glasgow over Clay County, Tennessee. After the end of the first quarter, that game is going on at Barron County. That score is 21-0 with Glasgow over Clay County, Tennessee. Those are your score updates around the region as we get set to go here for this second half. Station Camp up 41-0 over the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots. Patriots continuing to stretch on the right side of the field, and Hamp, it's going to be all about continuing to dust yourselves off, pick yourselves back up, and do what Coach Hood has told you to do all summer, and that's continue to grind no matter what is standing on the opposite side of that line.
Yeah, this is where he's going to look and see who has it in them to keep fighting. Some people aren't going to have a position possibly after this game, depending on how they go. But I think everybody's going to buy into what Coach Hood puts down, and they're going to do what they need to do to learn from everything that they've gone through this first half of the game.
We'll be back underway here in just a couple of minutes as both teams head back to their respective sidelines. If you weren't here for our halftime show presented by Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia, take a look at a couple of those first half offensive stats. Again, ACS only 41 offensive yards in that first half. No touchdowns as they trail 41-0. And then on the opposite side of things, Station Camp 241 yards of offense in that first half, including 6 touchdowns. They did not complete their last extra point attempt as they put in their backup kicker outside of Gavin Hastings. The one he did not attempt is the only opportunity at a point that Station Camp has not scored tonight. That's how you get that 41-0 current score. And ACS is going to hopefully try to shake things off, head back out there onto the field, and prove that they've got what it takes to continue to compete in this 4A region. They've always flown under the radar over the last couple seasons, especially last year. They were getting outside the votes in terms of top 10 in that 4A, in terms of where they would finish. Ended up finishing top 10 in the RPI. Had that second round early finish for them as they would consider it in the 4A state playoffs against Bardstown. And Coach Hood has said again and again and again how much he wished he could have those opportunities back. But this is your opportunity. You have another opportunity. It's a blank slate.
Exactly.
It's a brand new season. You're facing an out-of-state team. What better way to figure out some things you need to work on than right here, right now, as you see some of our beautiful sideline camera shots as the sun continues to set here at Greenwood High School. And we're going to hope the heat stays at least a little bit suppressed so we can continue to give you some of these great shots from our sideline. That's Ian Lewis down on the field bringing you those great shots. Our man Seth Daniel up on the roof on our game cam. Matthew Clark giving you all those different camera angles and giving you the updates on the scoreboard with the graphics, sending us to commercials. He's responsible for putting all this together, and he's done a great job of making sure we can bring you this coverage here this afternoon on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. And we've got a whole other second half of football to play, and then another game coming up right after between Westmoreland and the hosting Greenwood High School Gators. We're going to look forward to that one as well. That'll also be over the radio frequency. So currently you all are watching via our live stream, whether it's on our website or on our YouTube page. We appreciate you for tuning in, and don't be afraid to know that we will have another game right after this in the Cole Lumber Bowl. It's currently a running clock with Station Camp up 41-0. ACS, which started with the offensive side of the ball in that first half, kicks this one off, and they bring Station Camp to a stop at around their own 40, and that is where the Bison will start this opening drive. Once again, Bison not letting up when it comes to the pressure, the aggressiveness, whether it's on special teams or on defense. You see them in the huddle there on your screen.
Oh, yeah, they don't care, man. Right now they're just like, we see blood, and they're on it. I'm a little afraid. I just want them to come back so bad. I know they got the fight in them.
Running clock, as we said, is in effect, with Allen County being down 35 or more points at any point in this game. So this one could roll a little bit quicker as that one is handed off. Station Camp sending it back up to the inside. That's Camden Simpson, who tries to make a break for the first down, comes up just short on a gain of 8 on that play. That'll bring up second down.
Tell you what, those two fellas out there, 35 and 24, I keep missing the names up. Lakin Clark stays right on top of it. He's been important right there on defense. He's been making a lot of stops.
And we got a man down for Allen County-Scottsville. For ACS, that is Zachary Brown, the D lineman. He is currently down on the field. Looks like a potential issue with his leg, so we have an injury timeout on the field. ACS sideline taking a knee. It doesn't, whatever it is, it hopefully something like a cramp. There's a lot of heat. It's very humid out today. We're going to hope at worst a cramp for Zachary Brown, the sophomore. Okay. Looks like he's going to lean back up. I believe that's Coach Hood there standing next to him, talking him through it, seeing if he's prepared to stay out on the field. You could see one of the ACS trainers messing around with his, looks like his left foot.
Yeah, we don't need that knee or ankle or none of that torn up, man. So, yeah, he's up on.
And Coach Hood helps him to his feet. Good to see. It looks like he's walking on his own. He is putting pressure on both legs. So that is good to see.
Probably a little twist of the ankle or something like that. You know, that happens pretty frequently. And they just got this new turf right here. Used to playing on that grass. It's a totally different beast. The turf is, man. This is brand new for them.
It's Carson Holland with help from the ACS coaching staff making his way back to the sideline, now walking completely under his own power. That's a great sight to see from the sophomore, or from the senior, who heads back to the sideline. Looks to be putting full weight on both legs there as we're back underway. Overbay drops back off to his right side. He's got a receiver in the flat, nearly drops the football, but he's going to get tackled well past the first down marker, and that'll move him along.
Man, I'm telling you, they put those hands up that time. I noticed everybody threw the hands up. So Coach Hood has told them, put those hands up even when you can't make the tackle. Throw them up.
The defense still trying to find their rhythm for the Patriots. It's been all Bison through this first half and some change of play with 10 minutes left in this running clock state. 41-0 Station Camp. Overbay is going to hold on to it, heads up the middle, meets a wall of Patriots and forces his way through, still manages a gain of about 3 yards on the play.
That was a good stop right there. That was great team effort. Nobody gave up on that one.
Overbay heading back into his spot. He's got a fullback along to his left, one receiver out to the right, two out wide to his left. He's going to hand it off. Here's the run up the middle. ACS run defense going to stuff the middle and stop him off a short gain.
Another host of Allen County Patriots with the stop, man. They just got to do it one more time. One more time. Make another stop. Force them to kick a field goal. And let's switch the momentum.
It's number 21 now for Station Camp lined up in the fullback position. That's Camden Simpson, who we saw makes a handful of big plays towards the end of that second quarter. But now it's Overbay, all on his lonesome. Plenty of pressure underneath. That one's nearly picked off by the Patriots, but it's knocked away incomplete. That pass was intended for Braden Chastain.
Eli McCoy throw their hands up, man. He didn't try to go for the interception. He did exactly what you're supposed to do in that situation. Knock it down.
And Eli McCoy is another player that Coach Hood has given plenty of props to. He's a third-year starter at that left tackle position, and you could see why, able to break up passes in the clutch like that. Inside 8.5 minutes now in this running clock scenario with Station Camp up 41-0. This brings up 4th and 7, and they're going to punt this one away. They'd rather punt this one than give ACS any kind of advantage down the stretch. And it'll be Gavin Hastings, who we've seen seems like every time has managed to get it to the end zone every time his leg touches it. It'll be a delay of game. So that'll send the Bison back another 5 yards. Just took a little too long to get their play set. But Hastings not shying away from a chance to make up another 5 yards. We saw him beforehand. What'd you say, 45 was the last time when
45.
he managed to punt it and it went through the bars? I think this is going to be another shot at him doing that. Here's Hastings off to his right side. This time he's going to aim for that far back right corner and see if he can get it to bounce. It's going to continue on bouncing, heading on back. And chaos unfolds on one end of the field.
I couldn't tell from this angle, the sun in my face. Are they saying it's a safety?
I believe they might have called it a safety, but we're waiting to get a confirmation because the officials are talking it over there on the far right.
Having one of those official meetings.
We've seen a lot of these this afternoon.
They give it to Allen County.
No safety. They will give it to Allen County. They'll say they pick it up at the 4-yard line in their own territory. So deep in the trenches of the swamp here for ACS with 6.5 minutes left in this third quarter. We'll see if they can dig themselves out of a hole. If Braden Holland can get the run game going. Brand new set of downs. It's 1st and 10 for ACS. Here's the handoff. Ran up the middle. That one's stuffed. No gain for ACS. Will bring up 2nd and 10. And actually, now in at quarterback, it looks like for ACS is no longer Josh Williams. It looks like that is now Cannon Hood in the quarterback position, the sophomore, as we see him break out of the huddle. So Cannon Hood, that is Coach Brad Hood's son. I believe this is going to be his first varsity appearance in the quarterback position. We'll see if he gets a chance to throw the football here as they hand it off to Holland. But once again, the Bison defense clamping down on him here with no gain on that play will bring up 3rd down.
Another herd of Bison on top of them again, man. Coach is just trying to push that ball up and break that defense down as much as possible.
They've got a chance to convert on a 3rd down here. It would be their first 3rd down conversion tonight with 5 minutes left in this third quarter. We are in a running clock situation with Station Camp up 41-0. Young going to throw it off to his right side. He might have a receiver. That pass is broken up late, but they're going to throw the flag down. Possible pass interference here on Station Camp.
That's what it looked like.
Looks like it's going to be a pass interference call on Pierce Brown.
Looks like he grabbed his arm.
Once again, we'll have a chief officials meeting here around the 20-yard line, which is where the PI would have happened. And this could get them out of a tough 3-and-long situation deep in their own territory.
This will be good. They need the breathing room.
And it will be called pass interference on Station Camp.
Yeah, they need the breathing room.
And that will shift the chains up for ACS and make it a fresh set of downs for the Patriots. First down on the way for young sophomore Cannon Young as that snap is way over the top of his head. He could not bring it in. He's trying to get out of it, and he's tackled inside the end zone. And what will be a touchdown for Station Camp, as it was a fumble on the football with a long snap over the top of Cannon Hood. And the points just keep on dropping for the Bison. Let's take a quick look here on a Toyota Bowling Green replay. You can see it here. That's where the ball gets knocked out. And Station Camp, once again, able to jump on top of it. The defense, that's Dario Beltran, wasting no time, adding the pressure and getting to that football, now making it 47-0 for the Bison.
Yeah, that was a great recovery by number 40, man. He jumped all over that one. That was a perfect opportunity. It just, man, ball just got away from him right there from the center when he hiked it.
It's very possible. We're seeing a lot of the even younger members of this Patriots squad currently out on the field now for ACS to try to get them some quality time here in the Friday Night Lights in the atmosphere that will only benefit them in future seasons as they trail now 48-0 after that completed extra point from the backup kicker, Maddox Sekirker. So Station Camp now leads 48-0. We are still in an effective running clock. And as we are, we're going to take a step aside. You are tuned in to the Don Franklin Kia Game of the Week here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Beat the heat with the big summer sale at Don Franklin Kia. For a limited time, get up to $5,500 off MSRP on select 2025 Sportage models, or get up to $10,000 off MSRP on select 2025 Sorrento models. Plus, Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for certified pre-owned makes and models. With dealerships all across the Bluegrass, our trusted family is here to serve all of your auto needs, Kentucky. Hurry into Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
It's a party for Station Camp and the Bison here at Greenwood High School. 48-0 their lead in a running clock situation over the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots here at Greenwood High School in the Cole Lumber Bowl. We appreciate you for tuning in here on our coverage of Seven Mountains Sports Network. We'll have another game following this one between Westmoreland and the hosting Greenwood Gators. But as of now, as this third quarter continues to etch ever closer to an end, it appears that Allen County-Scottsville's opening game will start with a loss, and Station Camp will be taking a win back to Tennessee as that return once again for Hastings ends up in the end zone. Man, I'm just going to brag on his leg over and over every time he does it.
Every time.
It's impressive.
Every time.
I wonder if he plays soccer. I'm curious.
That's where you get your kickers from, right there.
As a soccer player, I can agree. I just wasn't that good at kicking, though. I just wasn't, unfortunately.
Oh, I know, playing for the Purples, man, every year, man. I remember 1992 was the first time I seen him grab a kicker from the soccer team, and it was like gold.
Gold. It was like, why didn't we think of this sooner?
Nobody thought of this.
So just before that break, you saw another Edmonton State Bank touchdown there for the Bison as the Patriots try to run a little trick play there off of play action. There'll be a short gain of maybe about half a yard to a yard on that play to bring up second down. So some positive action here for the Patriots from Eddie Chavez. Will run out this clock and bring out the end of the third quarter. So as we come back, we'll take just a brief break and be back for this fourth quarter as Station Camp has been all about the party. They are out front 48-0 after 3 here at Greenwood High School in the Cole Lumber Bowl. And we appreciate you for tuning in to the Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
You don't just work here.
You show up and you grow.
And to serve your customers well.
We're not just selling cars, we're selling careers and relationships.
Wasting no time, back to the action here at the start of this fourth quarter. Again, in a running clock situation here between the Station Camp Bison out of Tennessee and the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots. It's 48-0 for the Bison here as we start this fourth quarter in a clock situation. And as we currently sit, some scores around the region. It's LaRue County over Thomas Nelson, 21-0 with 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. We'll continue to bring you those score updates throughout the night here during the Cole Lumber Bowl, and we appreciate you for tuning in to our Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. We've had plenty of Edmonton State Bank touchdowns, especially from Station Camp here this afternoon, as the run game for ACS continues to try to light up the field. They manage their way up into a third down situation and a gain of 2 on that play. That'll bring up fourth down. We'll see if they choose to keep their guys out on the field. It looks like they will. So some positive play here. Unfortunately brings up the fourth down, but I think they're going to stick with their offense on the field just to see what they can figure it out.
I mean, why not? At this point in time of the game, this is when you would really do it. I mean, they know what it is, and this is the perfect time.
You need a short gain. They've got Braden Holland in back there at the fullback slot, and it's going to be him they rely on. Heads out to his right side. He's got the first down and then some, makes his way out of bounds, and that should shift the chains on that fourth down conversion for ACS.
See, that's a good setup for what's to come in the year. It's these plays right here. The fourth down, you short, you send in your guy that you know is going to get the yardage, and you go for it.
Great shots you're seeing from down on the side of the field from our cameraman Ian Lewis. Up top we have Seth Daniel bringing you our game camera from atop the press box. As you see this offense for ACS, it's just been trying to find a little bit of momentum all night long. And now they may have some more opportunity to do it. Here's Hood falling back. He's going to look to his left side. Slings it out deep. He's got a man open. And plenty of space to run. To the 15, to the 10. Inside the 5. Touchdown.
There it is.
ACS finally gets on the board. That's the momentum they've been looking for. And this side of the grandstands has erupted in cheers.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You fight, and you fight to the end. And that's how you do it right there. You never know what can happen.
That was about a 20-yard pass. I mean, Hood reared back and let that thing fly, and he had a wide open man in Ryan Hensley, who we knew could make a big impact this season. And you can see Coach Hood on the sideline. That is his son, who he just saw with his first passing touchdown of his high school career. What a way to start your 20th season for Coach Brad Hood.
Man, that is absolutely beautiful right there, man. I'm so excited for him.
Chavez sends that extra point up, and it is incomplete. But we're going to take a look back at this Toyota Bowling Green replay on this Edmonton State Bank touchdown pass. Look at the arm release on Hood and the huge gap that Hensley creates in the backfield. Absolutely turns on the afterburners. Ryan Hensley, the senior receiver, gives Cannon Hood his first career passing touchdown at the varsity level.
That was an absolutely beautiful throw, man. I'm excited for him. That was absolutely beautiful.
And you could see he put everything into that pass. I mean, and he trusted in Hensley to shoot down the sideline. He hit his route just right. And what a great time. You could see the entire sideline for ACS is so proud of that young man. And you saw just a brief moment there with Coach Hood and his son being able to celebrate. What a special moment.
Oh, yeah. And with the team cheering him on like that just shows you the type of camaraderie that they have, man, the type of togetherness that they have. And this team's going to be all right, man. This right here is just It's just a bump in the road. It's just to get used to things. We at the beginning of the season, y'all.
So the incomplete extra point makes it a 48-6 ball game here. We're still in a running clock situation with 7.5 minutes left to go in this one. What a great shot we got from Ian Lewis down on the sideline for that moment between Coach Hood and his son Cannon after his first touchdown pass. And here comes the Bison heading down the left side. Potentially could have made it all the way, but a huge return there for Eric Ginther is stopped just shy of the red zone at about the 30.
Oh, we got a player down on the other side of the field. ACS player down on the
do see an ACS player, and quickly the station camp trainer as well is right there to help him out, possibly a cramp.
That's what it looks like when that leg's in the air, man. Back in the day, they used to spray stuff on it and get it together.
Some of that icy hot.
Oh, man. Spray it up and down and get up and go.
That stuff was the worst on a hot day.
Oh, my gosh.
Hot day, you got the icy hot. That'd burn you up, but we're looking at him here. He's getting attested to. It looks like it's going to be a cramp.
Yeah. Didn't eat a banana before the game or something. Oranges.
It's possibly, it looks like it's going to be Grayson Walker for ACS, who is laying against the Bison's sideline. As we wait on him, we're still in this injury timeout period, which means the clock is halted. 7 minutes, 5 seconds left in this fourth quarter. And now you could see him, ACS, here in the huddle. Despite being down 48-6, there is no quit in this Patriots team. As you now see, that's a guy who we've said his name multiple times this afternoon, Eddie Chavez, being walked back to the sideline. And I imagine that may be the last we've seen of him for this game, but an unfortunate end to this game. Hopefully no worse than a cramp for Eddie Chavez.
Probably. I mean, he's got 5 tackles, 1 sack on the day. I mean, what more could you really ask for right now, the way things have been going? He just work on that cramp, chill out, and let's wait for next week.
The senior linebacker making his way over to the sideline. He's going to have a seat here on the bench. It appears to be that right leg that he's having issues with. The trainer for ACS now going to attend to him, and the Bison will once again take over on the offensive side of things. Clock begins as flag's thrown on the play there. It's going to be a false start on the Bison. That will send them back a couple yards.
Take them back. Now, what they mess around, I'm telling you.
You get comfortable.
They mess around and score 3 or 4 more. Slow that clock down.
But despite the score as it currently stands, you can't help but be happy for that young man in that number 9 jersey for ACS, Cannon Hood. First touchdown pass, that's something you're going to remember forever, and especially if you're head coach Brad Hood, with a great opportunity as a flag's thrown in the back. And it looks like whatever it is going to be against number 20, Caleb Hutzel. For Station Camp, they're going to have to substitute him out on the offense. And that will put in Mason Grimming, possibly an equipment violation of some kind that forced him to go back to the sideline. Yeah. So Mason Grimming will now fill in his spot along the right side of the line. But offense still in control here. It's 1st and long for the Bison, but they lose it on the snap. Has to recover it. They hit the floor to stop the bleeding. But, man, what a huge loss of yards there. That's 20-yard loss off that snap.
That ball is just flying wherever it wants to go. I mean, again, that could just be somebody young out there and just got away from him.
And
just got away from him.
There is a difference in turf as well, at least when it comes to being under center. You trust a little bit more maybe in that grip of dirt versus turf, and you possibly don't expect as much of that speed and slide that you get off the turf surface.
Those little pellets of tire tread out there just slips right off of it and goes flying a little faster than you want.
And what better place to learn than in crunch time like here and now. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. As Station Camp on the run play there on 2nd down will get tripped up. That was number 26, Joey Minshew, who falls with no gain on that play. Will bring up third and way long. I think this one's about third in Greenwood's cafeteria, at least from where we're sitting.
Yeah, man, it looks like it.
48-6, your current score. They're going to need, at least at glance here, probably almost 40 yards for a first down, if not 40. Here's the play. They're going to run it up the middle. There's some room to breathe. Some momentum there for the Bison. Gets them a gain of about 15. But that'll bring up fourth down.
That was number 11, second stop right here on the same play. He got back-to-back stops on that one. I love watching the defense just never give up, man. I just love watching the way they just keep fighting it.
Special teams heads out, and the punt team will head out for the Bison with 3:45 left in regulation of this game. ACS 48-6. Those 6 points coming from Cannon Hood's one and only touchdown pass, the first of his young high school career as a sophomore for the Patriots, as we'll get a timeout called with 3:34 remaining here at Greenwood in the Cole Lumber Bowl. Lest we forget, we've got another game coming up after this. Our night is not over. We will also have coverage of Westmoreland and Greenwood. That's Westmoreland, Tennessee, making the trip up here to Bowling Green to take part in the Cole Lumber Bowl. Once again, it's been a tradition over the last couple of seasons between ACS and Greenwood. Normally they swap venues every couple of seasons. This season, though, they've had back-to-back years hosting here at Greenwood. ACS drawing station camp for this one, and Westmoreland is going to be facing the hosting Greenwood Gators as soon as we wrap up our coverage here of our first Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia game of the week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. We break out of the timeout on fourth down for the Bison, and they will look to punt this one away and hopefully trust in their defense to make a stop. That one's way out deep. They're going to try for the return around the 30, but they're going to stuff it. Bison quick to respond on the defense as Deontay Granger was on the return, made it back to almost the 30. You see Granger now heading back to the sideline. We've mentioned it early on in the broadcast how Granger is more than likely going to see less snaps on the offensive side of the ball not because of his lack of talent, but rather because he has so much talent on all sides of the ball. Granger, we're going to see less of him there, but you almost wonder if Granger could have helped a little bit in the score column this afternoon for the Patriots.
Possibly.
Long snap over the top of Cannon Hood as he's going to try to recover it, knees that one down. Late hit there for the Bison, but they recover it, so Hood is good there. They managed to keep off of it, and a loss of yards there will bring up second down, unfortunately, for ACS as the clock continues to run. 2.5 minutes left in regulation here with station camp up 48-6 over the Patriots.
Yeah, we were talking about Granger and how he could have helped with the scoreboard today, but there's no sense in putting him out there now in a game that, I don't want to say it doesn't mean anything, but this is a warm-up.
Here's the snap. Hood brings that one in. We'll see if he can let that arm loose. This time he's going to have to make a run for it. He's brought down at the 2. Big sack for station camp and a big celebration. Inside 2 minutes to go in this run play, and the Bison are looking to take a huge win back to Tennessee to start their season.
Yeah. Chance Simpson? Is that who that is? Chance?
Chance Simpson,
Chance Simpson
on the sack.
Yeah. Man, he was right there on it too, boy. Wasn't nothing he could do.
90 seconds left in regulation, and Hood has to wrangle it in, hands it off to Holland. He's got breathing room down the right sideline, heads out of bounds. With 1:23 left in regulation, we'll see how quick ACS can get their offensive formation back under play, but it looks like they're going to shift things around because it brings up fourth down. They may just be saying they're going to punt it away. And frustration evident from the Patriots and what they hoped would be a much stronger start to their season comparatively to last year.
Yeah, sometimes you start off with these type of lessons right here, and it just helps you grow.
It was last season where in the first 5 games of their year, ACS gave up no more than 22 points. In their last 4, they gave up at least 30. And now here they are at the start of the 2025 high school football season where they will give up 48 to the Station Camp Bison here in the Cole Lumber Bowl. The clock will continue to run. Both teams heading back to their sidelines, getting ready for the handshakes, and the clock will run this one out. A final score here at the Swamp in Game 1 of the Cole Lumber Bowl between the Station Camp Bison and the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots ends in a big one for the Bison, a win they can be proud of and take home to Tennessee under third-year head coach Chris Bain. Your final, 48-6, Station Camp over Allen County. Hamp, a struggle for ACS, but plenty to look forward to in the future, especially with a night and a special moment for Coach Hood and his son Cannon.
Oh, yeah. There were a lot of glimpses of some great things that had gone on during this game for Allen County. And this game right here is nothing for them to hang their heads down on. This is just, like we said, go back, look at film, see where we messed up, see what we need to work on and get better at, and see what we're strong at, because Allen County there were so many glimpses, and so proud of Hood. The young Hood out there with
letting it fly.
Man, I mean, and like you said, he threw everything into that, man, and he put it up there, and it was absolutely beautiful. So it was a wonderful night for him, and I think this is just, again, this is a learning game right here for them.
It is not the last we've seen of the Patriots here this afternoon, and certainly not of the Hood family as they will continue on with their season. But before we preview what will be coming up next and to our next game here in the Cole Lumber Bowl, we're going to take ourselves a quick break, and we appreciate you for tuning in here to the Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
We know getting your car service isn't exactly your favorite thing to do.
That's why we don't treat it like it's just another job.
You want it done fast without cutting corners.
We get it right the first time.
You've got places to be.
So we move like your schedule depends on it, because it does.
Clear communication, no surprises.
Trust goes further than miles.
Toyota of Bowling Green.
We make servicing your vehicle simple.
Man, it's been hot. Wouldn't it be nice if a pool could just instantly appear in your backyard? During the entire month of August, Aqualand can install your pool as soon as tomorrow.
That's right. Splash in a flash. Pool speed ahead only at Aqualand. Imagine a summer where your backyard becomes your favorite destination. With 40 years of pool perfection under our belt, you can trust Aqualand to bring your vision to life. Visit aqualandfund.com or stop by Aqualand on Campbell Lane and get inspired.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Beat the heat with the big summer sale at Don Franklin Kia. For a limited time, get up to $5,500 off MSRP on select 2025 Sportage models, or get up to $10,000 off MSRP on select 2025 Sorrento models. Plus, Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for certified pre-owned makes and models. With dealerships all across the Bluegrass, our trusted family is here to serve all of your auto needs, Kentucky. Hurry into Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
48-6, your final score here from Greenwood High School in the first game of the Cole Lumber Bowl. The Bison just kept on rolling from the opening kickoff to the final whistle and managed to put up big numbers here this afternoon. And before we give you a look at some of our deeper stats, we got to take a look and honor tonight's player of the game between the Bison and the Patriots. And that player of the game, brought to you by Warren RECC and NCTC, is none other than running back number 8, Matthew Dickens, the senior for Station Camp, Tennessee. One defensive touchdown, 20-yard pick six, and then a 51-yard punt return touchdown that really sold the deal and shifted the Bison's tide to tell you that, hey, we came to play and we mean business.
Man, that young man right there, he was just running circles around everybody everywhere he can. Again, he's just a jack of all trades, a true Swiss Army knife, and congratulations to him.
And you see Dickens once again there on your action replay, brought to you by Toyota of Bowling Green. That was that pick six, that 20-yard pick six return for the touchdown, courtesy of our man Seth Daniel up on the roof, bringing you all the awesome shots throughout this entire game. And as we look throughout the rest of your stats for this game, and give a huge shout out to Matthew Dickens, our Warren RECC NCTC player of the game. And remember, for your high-speed internet needs, choose NCTC, powered by Warren RECC. It's fast, reliable service with a hometown touch. That's your player of the game, Matthew Dickens. Congratulations, Matthew Dickens. Congratulations to the Station Camp Bison on their win in the opening game of the Cole Lumber Bowl here this afternoon. Looking at some other stats, at least offensively, total yards for Allen County after that one, 107. Not we'd like to see if they were them. That's both rushing and passing, but you had a big monumental moment that we had a great shot of, thanks to our man Ian Lewis down on the sideline. A huge 20-yard pass for a 55-yard receiving touchdown from Cannon Hood to Ryan Hensley. What a play.
That's a great way to start your career out here, man. That's a great way to start your varsity career, is getting you a touchdown on it, man, and in the bowl game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no matter what, he's just going to keep growing. He's just going to keep going more and more and more and more, man. And I'm proud of that young man right there. And before I get done here, can I brag on our camera guys? Because
yes,
nobody's giving you shots like this. I'm telling you, I've been watching high school football for years, and nobody's giving you shots like these guys right here, y'all. So keep watching, spread the word. You're going to keep getting great shots just like these.
We're taking a look back. We'll see if we can find that replay for you for Cannon Hood's big touchdown pass. But just like you said, Ham, not the last we've seen of that young man.
No.
You could see the pride that Coach Hood had. I think that was a light in the darkness here as we take a look at that Toyota Bowling Green replay. Here's the look. Hood, deep pass off that right shoulder, finds Hensley down the sideline, turns on the turbos all the way in for the touchdown. I'm sure that's a moment that you never forget if you're Cannon Hood.
Oh, man, that's going to live forever. They're going to tell stories about this at Thanksgiving dinner for years to come.
He's going to be like, listen, Pops, you remember that one time against Station Camp when we had all that time and you said, son, I want you to go out there and sling it.
Just sling it.
And I said, you bet, Pops. And what I do. He's going to be like, what I do, Dad. He's going to say I slung it. Huge play for Cannon Hood. But when you look on the opposite side, a huge night for Station Camp. 287 total yards for them and 7 touchdowns to go along with it. So a huge night for them offensively. They come away with that 48-6 win. And that's pretty much all the stats we have. We may take a look at some of the defensive stats when we take ourselves a break, and we'll come on back here to Greenwood High School and get ready to preview game number 2 between Westmoreland, Tennessee, and the Greenwood High School Gators here hosting the Cole Lumber Bowl. We appreciate you for tuning in to your Don Franklin Kia Game of the Week here on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Man, it's been hot. Wouldn't it be nice if a pool could just instantly appear in your backyard? During the entire month of August, Aqualand can install your pool as soon as tomorrow.
That's right. Splash in a flash. Pool speed ahead only at Aqualand. Imagine a summer where your backyard becomes your favorite destination. With 40 years of pool perfection under our belt, you can trust Aqualand to bring your vision to life. Visit aqualandfun.com or stop by Aqualand on Campbell Lane and get inspired.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Beat the heat with the big summer sale at Don Franklin Kia. For a limited time, get up to $5,500 off MSRP on select 2025 Sportage models, or get up to $10,000 off MSRP on select 2025 Sorrento models. Plus, Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for certified pre-owned makes and models. With dealerships all across the Bluegrass, our trusted family is here to serve all of your auto needs, Kentucky. Hurry into Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back here to Greenwood High School as we wrap up our coverage of game number 1 here at the Cole Lumber Bowl. Your final score between the Station Camp Bison and the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots, 48-6. A big night for the Bison as they take a huge win back home to Tennessee. And as we look at some scores around the region, Glasgow is up 28-0 on Clay County at halftime. That game is at Barron County. 27-0 LaRue County is over Thomas Nelson in the second quarter. Franklin Simpson tops Whites Creek, Tennessee, 26-22 at the end of the third quarter. That's your scores around the region as we wrap up our coverage, as we got to get a quick turnaround for our next game in our broadcast between Westmoreland and the Greenwood Gators coming up shortly. Make sure you stay tuned for that. And for my man Big Hamp over on the other side of the table, for Matthew Clark, our director and producer, making sure we got live here this afternoon, for Seth Daniel up on the game cam, bringing you all the awesome shots here tonight, and Ian Lewis down on the sidelines, bringing you the exclusive shots down low and the up close and personal with all these teams here this afternoon. I'm Ryan Murphy, thanking you for tuning in this afternoon, and make sure you come on back as we get set for Westmoreland and Greenwood here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.